Okay. Well, that was a stroke of luck.
Glad we didn't get involved in that earlier. Or
Um,
this could have gone differently.
Oh yes, I don't even know if we would have had the information that we needed. This is perfect. He even gave us directions to once we get down the cellar, the north gate. It looks like it's rusted. Like we're gonna have to do a little sewer delving. I know that maybe not be the answer you wanted to hear, but we need to return back while possibly the crowd's focused on our lovely friends over there, and make our way down. There's a hidden cellar that's
Besides, it's not like the sewers in Marienburg.
it's bigger.
It's a higher class of
Once you're
shit we'll be
below
wading
ground, it's all the same.
It's a higher class of shit, though.
I don't know. Big cities usually have certain things in common.
Better food.
All right. So are we all okay? Nils, you good?
He's nodding. It's just I've never felt like a criminal before, but at the same time, we're doing law work as well. I'm very confused. This is all so new to me.
Morality is a moving target.
But you're just kind of.
Excuse me.
Clearly.
Wait. Say that again.
Oh
No.
I thought maybe.
It's okay. I heard the first time. I will remember.
All right. So do we want to try and hoof our way over quickly before maybe people are?
We should take advantage of the
Yeah.
scuffle.
Let's hope.
So where are you heading? Where you start making your?
We want to go toward the books. It's beneath the
Yeah,
bookstore.
it's in the cellar under the table. There's a trapdoor that goes into the sewers.
But we don't want to go where that scuffle was happening.
In the opposite direction,
We want to
yeah.
avoid it.
Okay,
It's
before
easy enough. They
Yeah.
were running in the opposite direction of the street that you came
Yeah.
from anyway.
Before we do that, if we're going back down into the sewer, we don't know what's going to be waiting for us. Does anybody need to be healed?
No, I'm
I'm
quite
fine.
fine. I might ask, how's your faith standing today?
I reserved. I learned my lesson.
Out of character as fuck, do you have mana?
Yes.
Okay, what about you?
I still have some left. I was going
I have
to.
half mana. And he has 5 mana. We're not in bad shape and we're all full HP.
Yeah, then we might as well. The longer we linger, the farther Yon's gonna get.
Well, from what I'm understanding, he doesn't have this piece of information. But if he
the problem is
did,
he does have Carl.
yes.
Poor lad.
Well, we need to intercept whatever his plan is, because obviously it can't be good.
In any event, all right, so nobody needs healing? All right, I'm going to do it on myself then. Because I'm 10 down and I don't want to be that far down if we're going into the sewers, you know?
We have a good time in sewers. Usually.
Minus 16.
Well, then do something about it. Well, you also have how much? I'm going to be rolling my very first D8 that I ever owned for D&D.
I hope it
Surprised
rolls
you can
well.
read the
yeah,
damn numbers on it.
right?
They're not even inked.
Let it roll.
5 plus my spell casting,
Fantastically
is,
average.
which is 3. So that's 8 points that I get. So I'm only down by 2. I'm good.
Why does your thing say minus 16?
This is why we need a new
Because that was
system.
because that was the first one. It was this
Yeah,
one.
that's the right
This
side.
is the new one.
We're going to have a better
Yeah, we're
system for next week.
We're set up. We're definitely gonna make a new system. Keep track of all that.
Okay.
Carl with a K. Yes, it's German.
We're not going to be able to take a short rest, I guess, before going in there.
That takes about an hour.
We should make the most of our time now.
All right.
I won't lie, I'm really interested to see what his private stores would be. This is a store known for having like a wild cache of items, maybe? I mean, books, they serve me, but there's nothing to say we won't find something else for everyone.
You don't have to persuade me. We have time. You can peruse.
Well, we have to find in the names, because
We've
they're on
more or
the
less-
shelves, so...
We've more or less inherited this trove.
Yes, by killing the owner.
No,
By
he
obliging.
he gave us the key.
Yes.
It provided...
Because he wanted her to kill him.
The poor man was going to die anyway, if not of his wounds and burns, then by the hands of the witch hunters who were coming in right behind us.
I'm fine with you taking whatever it is down there. Better your hands than someone else's. But we should make
Well,
our
there might be
way.
something else that you can use too. I mean, look at that nice shiny new axe you got.
Are we walking? Are we walking while we talk?
You guys can be. You guys have been walking while you've been talking.
Got one axe over one shoulder,
Yeah.
one axe over the other shoulder.
Shield on the back.
Yeah.
It's like Dwallin over here.
Just Nils not being able to carry anything because she's so excited about like the new fucking... No, don't touch it!
Yeah, I want to carry my axe. Nils has his own stuff now.
He's got that big sword.
He's a growing boy.
Shortly, within sight, and it doesn't take long to get there. It's maybe a 20-minute walk. So throughout that conversation, you had been making your way. See, the crowd is mostly dispersed, as the fire has. The two buildings to either side, a little singed, a little burned. Looks like they were able to put out the fires in those houses soon enough, but damage was done nearby. The bookstore itself, a charred shell of what it was before. The second floor seems to have collapsed in on the first. Some of the brickwork's fallen apart as the support beams had crumbled. You can see into the smoky interior. Nothing much stands left. It's almost oppressive, the smell of damp, charred wood and smoldering embers still wafting out from the store itself.
We should be very careful once we go in.
Yeah, this does not look stable. Normally I would not recommend we go inside, but we don't have a choice.
I'll be sure to kind of prod forward with my staff. That way, to test the integrity, but we're looking specifically, not that we're going to find a table in all this, but it looks like a door on the floor, so we know what we're here to find. You want to take the lead?
All right.
Make a perception test.
Rolled a 1.
21!
At least Nils rolled a 7.
I don't think Carmen has ever made a perception check
she's-
in
she's-
this whole, in all 18 episodes we've been playing. I don't think she's ever made a perception
There
test.
have been a few times, but it's the exception.
They're
not
the
the
exception
rule.
to the
yeah,
rule.
Yeah,
That's fair.
The rule is that she's distracted by something.
Most of the time, it's either Linnea or myself going, "Look at that over
Yeah.
there."
We're both like,
Hey, look at that fire.
Well, you know what? I'm out of my element. I'm in a
Yes.
city. I'm not in the woods.
this isn't my element
The
either,
dice
girl.
know. They know.
Where, what did,
19.
19, okay. Brandon Linera. Carmen has trouble taking her eyes away from the ruined building. It's hanging brickwork and blacked out windows, making it almost look like a charred skull left on a funeral pyre. But Brand and Linera were intelligent enough to take a look around and check the areas around, and you notice the rather strange-looking bum with a pretty expensive cloak wrapped around himself, panhandling across the street. Well, as an odd time for somebody to be sitting on a rooftop, lounging about 4 or so buildings down. A very, very good eye line of that door.
He leans in. That isn't like our standard affair of poor folk keeping an eye on us, is it?
No, it's not.
No?
That cloak is definitely too fancy.
Without kind of looking, she's like, the hobo over there. And there's also eyes on the roof. It's possible we might want to see if we can find an alternative way in, otherwise we're giving away that there is something of interest down there.
Okay, well, let's not linger here too long.
No, oh look, a poor fire. This is so tragic. Where are we going to find another way into these sewers?
Well,
Rounds.
make survival checks.
Oh god.
Everybody.
Come on, dice. Do the thing.
Do the thing!
Do the thing, please.
Yeah, okay. So,
Oh,
talk.
is it 12?
Appropriately,
18.
a 6.
What did Bryn get?
18. You see, this particular
have to pour it
D20
into
is
that.
so old. Instead of having the one on it, it has
saying,
pluses.
bring me one. All right, cool. I'll drink out of this, and then I'll have that.
Wow.
This is another one of my first. I'm playing with my first set of D&D dice tonight.
Huh.
Oh, that is odd.
Not for the visually.
I didn't know they
Impaired.
had dice like that in the
No.
Cretaceous period. Anyway,
The Crustaceous
the
period.
numbers aren't
It was a giant monster
They're
of the
not even
Crustaceous
painted
period.
in. You have to like look for the indent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck it. I'd be like, I can't see.
This D20 for instance has little plus signs instead of ones.
wow. The Romans really knew how to carve. Anyway,
Yeah.
speaking of which, Brand,
Yes.
uh,
It's how we roll dice in Bedrock.
Brand noticed, well, in Marienburg, there probably were public grates. Or sewage ways, you know, corner drains that you might be able to pry up.
We might go and try.
Also, sewage dumps and alleyways were also a bit of a thing.
We might want to go looking in an alleyway or at a not terribly trafficked corner. That's usually where the grates are to get into the sewer.
So let's try
At least they are in Marienburg.
few buildings down.
I would say a few buildings down. We'll keep an eye on it, whether or not we're being followed.
I mean, also, if we have trouble finding, particularly the storeroom, we could send someone in a stealthy manner to find the storeroom, and then we can kind of echo to each other from wherever entryway you do find. So we have some options. We could definitely, I think we can do this in a way that's smart. Lead us to the sewage, sir.
All right.
And-
So we're going to go along,
Okay.
try to find a grate. All the while, I'm going to be just casually looking around to see if either the well-dressed hobo or our rooftop hopper is following.
Make another couple of perception tests. Everybody make
Okay.
everybody make one perception test.
18.
I got an 18.
Wow.
Yeah. When it involves sewers.
There's nothing there.
17.
You successfully see that there's nothing really to notice about them following you. They pretty much stay where they are. They don't
So-
seem as interested in you particularly as they are
Watching the
the
house.
spot.
Right.
Good. Something going our way today. That's shocking.
A few
All right,
things have
so
gone our way.
I would say our best bet would be to check out an alley. That's going to be our most secretive entrance.
You easily find one, just a few meters down. a couple of houses down. There's a little bit of a wider alley, kind of obviously one chunk of building had 3 or 4 frontages to it, and then that building ended, and then, you know, it would be about maybe 3 yards, so about a 9-foot width maybe for this entire alley. And you can see a fence down at the end. Goes in about 20-30 feet.
All right.
Think we should make our way?
So the fence leads to.
Well, the fence is blocking the access to the next road over in the backyard of the because the buildings aren't directly up against each other back to back.
Right.
There's a little bit of a gap. But once you get just before the fence, you can see the brickwork takes a little bit of a dip. The cobbling of the roadway takes a little bit of a dip down. This entire area is paved with cobblestones as well.
Is the fence locked?
No.
Wait, the
Well,
dip is
are you going
insinuating
to-
that's how
Well,
we...
you haven't walked it. You didn't say you were walking down it yet. Are you're walking down it to investigate?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we entered the alley.
The dip itself actually is a drain. It's a single bar across, basically, so nothing too big falls in, but if you weren't paying attention, your leg would fall in and you might hurt yourself. Altdorf is not known for its safety.
Harmon, do you think you could open it?
Try. Kind
All
of
right,
lean
it's-
down and
It's a strength test. Is anybody helping you?
yeah.
Well,
Oh.
Nils will.
Wait,
Nils will help me.
okay.
Nils would help
Yeah,
me.
because the two of us would be like,
I could try and wedge it
Yeah.
open with
You
my
get
staff,
advantage.
like a lever.
You get advantage on the test.
All right. Oop. Okay, everyone. 19 plus just strength,
It's strength athletics.
so a 25.
Okay.
there you go.
Yes.
Nils.
Successes in a row.
I know.
Now, normally you would expect such a high number to indicate that they just ripped it from the cobblestones and
Like-
just scattering stones. No,
Sigma.
this time it showed a surprising level of control. The two of them almost simultaneously sensing the give, stop pulling for just a moment as soon as it breaks free, so as not to send it careening anywhere. And the two of them are able to shimmy it, pop it off. It's kind of a crap. I forget the term. You know what I mean. It was set within a bracket. You're able to pull it from its bracket. Collar. Of course, after I decide to use another word, that's when I remember that word. You're able to pop it off and set it to the side. And now before you is a 4-foot round circle. Pretty tight.
Take out my globe of orb.
The
Yeah.
drift globe.
Oh, that's right. She's got
so we
that.
can see without having to hold the
Well,
torch.
then I don't need those dancing lights
Well,
then.
but how? Yeah, but you can't hold the globe too far down. We don't know how deep it is. Does it?
No.
There's
Looking
a
down, does it look like we could see the bottom from where she's holding it?
as you pull the drift globe out and you let its light pour into the hole before you, you can see that one side is a sheer surface with handholds cut with iron bars inside the handholds cut into this surface, leading down into the sewers below.
But we can't see the bottom.
Not readily.
Hildebrand, do you have any other source of light that we can maybe see, or like throw something to the bottom, see how far a drop it is if we lose our footing?
Look for a pebble around.
There's one easily enough found.
Take a pebble. Drop it in the hole and listen.
Count to 10, and then you hear.
You don't want to fall.
I usually don't want to fall.
No, you really
No, but
don't.
you have your hummingbird ring.
This is true, but the rest of us don't. So maybe we could just light a torch, drop it down, kind of get an idea of what we're
How
walking
long
into.
has it been since we climbed down the rope?
While.
More than an hour?
Yeah. You ran away and you jumped out of the... You had to make your way here. You had to look around. You had to find the grade. It's been about an hour. You felt the blessing pass, definitely.
All right.
You're standing around this open hole.
Maybe we should see about finding another way in.
My magic emanates light when I do it, the way you've explained it, right?
Certain ones, yeah.
Like, wait, maybe I can cast something very small down.
I mean, everybody, both of you got, all three of you actually have cantrips that you could probably use right now.
Yeah, wait, don't you have dancing
what are
light?
cantrips?
Do I really have to fight you
Oh
in
yeah,
this?
never mind. The paladin doesn't.
Oh, shit.
No cantrip.
I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
It is a cantrip, the dancing lights.
Okay.
So, all right.
Are you gonna withhold? Oh, okay.
Ordinarily, I thought this was something that I just threw out with these little balls that I had candle lights in. I guess, but I'm learning new things all the time.
Yeah. Things
So-
are improving. Do it.
Coming into being are small motes of light. 5 of them in total, I believe, or 4.
Four torch-sized lights.
Oh, Jesus.
They pop into existence and start rotating.
I can make them
around his
glowing
hand.
orbs that hover.
One at a time.
Yeah.
They come into being and start orbiting around his snapped finger. You can direct them as well, by the way.
Right. I can also combine the 4 of them into one glowing, vaguely humanoid form.
Oh, but if you split them out, we'll be able to have a wider range of.
Yes.
That's fantastically handy. Then not down there. We don't have to go in blind.
All
Even
right,
with dark
so-
vision, I would rather have a clear idea of what we're going in on.
As if taking up positions where sconces might be embedded, the lights rest at 4 points leading down the ladder. It's got, what, a 60-foot range on it?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. It
And
illuminates...
each light sheds dim light in a 10-foot radius.
Yeah. They travel down the ladder, each one stopping every 10 feet or so, and you see that there's essentially a 40-foot ladder leading into the sewers below. The very bottom, a slick mess of
Mess.
just sloppy stone.
Does the ladder itself seem,
It seems like
Slightly?
it could be slick, but it's looks sturdy at least. The bars don't look corroded or anything like that.
At a character, would it be common knowledge to know that you can like have someone go down with rope and then like tie it on the waist, like so that you have extra sturdy, so if someone falls, someone can hold the rope
Like
at the top?
rappelling, yeah, that's
That's
common
normal.
enough.
Cool.
Rappel is a common enough
Okay,
knowledge.
well, let's just
That's
go
common
ahead
sense.
All right, cool. Well, put that grappling hook to use. We can do this in a safe way. Let's go.
Grappling hooks.
Grappling hook!
Grappling hook! Yeah!
So who's going first?
I'll hook the grappling hook, I guess, on the top rung.
Ooh, ooh,
Speaking
ooh,
of grappling hooks, oh, damn it!
I saw something go flying. I hope it wasn't a nail.
Sorry, stream cat problems.
Your hand okay?
I'm gonna check your paws, kid.
I don't know if there was anything on top
Alright.
of it, but I definitely saw something.
Yeah, she.
She might have hurt her toes.
Yeah.
Pass me the. Oh, damn it! Where did it go?
What?
The spray can. I was gonna
Oh, I
Keep her-
don't know. Probably on your desk somewhere.
at bay. It. Right.
Carmen, I think you should.
Well-
if you're the last to go in, you'll be the most sturdy to hold the rope.
Yes.
Because I don't know if I would trust tying it to one of these bars. Right? Okay.
All right, so we'll loop it around Carmen.
Okay.
Tie it with ropes still.
Oh, you got that dwarven fucking belt, right? Or is that you?
Do it.
That's
She's got the
Constitution, though.
No, I mean, like, it probably looks cool.
Oh, okay.
It does look. It looks so cool.
Yeah.
Looping it around the top rung is what you were doing?
Well,
No.
originally I was going to hook the grappling hook onto the top.
It's
rung.
not. You just have rope. I don't know if you have grappling.
Yeah,
hook.
whoever.
I do. I had a grappling hook in my thieves kit.
I was saying you tie it around her
Thieves
waist.
kit have thieves tools.
I had the adventure. I also had the
the
adventurer
adventurer kit. Okay, that's different.
I bought an
That's-
adventurer kit as well as, and I got the diplomatic kit.
Well, I was
He has
saying
all the kits.
for climbing, you would have the strongest person wrap it around their waist and be stable.
That's
and
why
then
she said not to tie, not to hook.
Not to hook it onto
Yeah.
anything. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing. Good.
Yeah.
I thought it was common knowledge. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it makes
Okay,
sense.
thank you.
All right, so
Cat
Um,
happened in the meantime.
should I go
while that was
down?
going on.
Yeah.
Since you've got the ring, I'll go down first so I can keep an eye out on it.
Yeah.
You should go first, then her, then no.
That sounds good.
All right.
Tie on the thing. And I look at Nils, I'm like, alright, spot me.
He hooks his hands into the belt and
We're good. Alright, and I give my hand to him to hold so he can like find his footing. Climbing down.
okay. Make
Yeah.
make a dexterity athletics check.
$14.
But it was with advantage though. That was the other thing.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
15.
Yeah, still, the 14 would have made it. I forgot to, because you did all this. It's for advantage.
For the roleplay.
Yeah, honestly.
No, it's for advantage as well.
All right, so I get down.
You're able to make your way down. You do notice you're grabbing a few of the rungs and your foot slipping a little bit before you kind of scrape some slime, some mold, maybe some fungus off of the rungs before getting a solid footing before you head down to the next rung.
Daenerys is just watching it happen, and her face is just morphing with this look
I
of.
look at her, I'm like, heavier than he
You get
looks.
along. You get through about 10 feet of solid brickwork before the arch of the sewer itself starts to give way behind you, and it's another 20 feet down to the floor.
Okay, I've got the light coming down with me.
Well, no, the light extended the whole way across the ladder. You had 4 of them, right?
Right.
They're like
Yeah.
little
So each
sconces.
one was like a point on the
Okay.
ladder, so you have full view. You don't have to move them at all, so
Okay.
long as you're. You can move them as you want. As
All right,
well.
so when I get down to the bottom, I'll unloop the rope,
Send it back up.
send it back up.
You feel a tug on the end of the rope, and you're able to pull it back up quite easily without him attached to it.
Everything okay down there?
Make a perception test.
Daenerys leans over to Carmen. All right, so now we put the grate on it,
Alright.
and then we run.
23.
This sewer is much larger
Then Marienburg.
than Marienburg. The proximity to the ocean made building a sewer network not as necessary nor as viable in certain areas because of the ground that it was made on. If you make holes in shoddy foundation, it's going to be even worse for whatever you build on top of it. Altdorf, though, must have had a lot of city planning put into it. A 30-foot tall arch in the middle.
Damn.
You can probably guess that it's a good 30 feet across per line as well.
Oh, gods, trolls could live down here.
In between, in the center, in the very center, is about a 15-foot wide, bubbling, flowing trough of the waste and forgotten things of Altdorf, flowing with ease.
Hello?
A little bit of a bubble and cough comes from it as gas makes its way out.
I don't hear a scream.
Are you
so-
okay?
You can say that. Come on down. It's just not very pleasant down here, is all.
She like holds
It's
the
not
rope.
like,
And she's
Start tying it around.
she just like put her staff in the little holster. She's,
remember,
I should
you
get
have
inside.
your
Yeah.
ring.
Before you go all the way down, we should maybe tie a rope to that last drop so that when we do want to come up, if we come up this way, it'll be a little bit easier. She's procrastinating very clearly.
Okay.
You have the ring. You can't.
I can't hear you, sewer man!
Yeah, you don't even yell for me to hear you when asking
Yeah.
you. Okay, we're ignoring you now, jerks.
I said I'm okay.
She just grumbles and she goes to start climbing
Okay.
down. Very like she's like,
Dexterity athletics with advantage.
I'm down there on the bottom, as much good as it's going to do,
one.
considering I'm as strong as she is.
Alright, so either an 11, oh Jesus Christ, or a 15.
15 will do it.
You made a Yosef sound just now. So yeah, I'm a little comfortable with
As
it.
Carmen's holding the rope, hello, she drops it.
That's how we die. The party wipes.
Total party wipe due to Hobbit.
Yeah.
You all tumble down together like a Scooby-Doo episode. No. Lanier is able to whatever handholds that Brand had made. Easily, you're able to find which areas are slicker and which areas have been kind of like brushed off.
Watch out about 30 feet down.
Just like, fuck, I'm watching out of everything!
You're okay.
Taking a little bit of extra time due to nervousness, Lanier is able
Okay.
to. She kicks the ground a little hard because she didn't realize she was at the bottom.
I'm right
But she
behind
gets
you.
down to the bottom very easily and observes the massive tunnel structure compared to the small, maybe 15-foot wide. This is twice as big as Marienburg.
Like, looks to Hildebrand. You still think we're gonna be able to find that room? This place is ginormous. Do you think that there's a certain format
make
to the
it?
tunnel? She like tugs the rope a few times. She's like, I'm
You
okay.
guys are both assholes.
I untie the rope before she starts pulling it up.
Just start shooting.
Probably could.
I don't like it. Take me back.
You're able to pull the rope up. You get a little bit of a tug. You know she's still
Yeah.
attached to it. Brand unties it, and you're able to yank it back up the rest of the way.
Okay.
She ascends from the sewer.
Nils looks to. Do you wish to go down now, or do you wish?
I think you should go first. Before you do, I'm not gonna help. I'm not gonna have any help. So do you think you could give me a little guidance?
He actually,
It's a cantrip.
he steps forward,
Yeah.
grabs your hands, holds them together with his, and bows his head. You mumble a small part of the Sigmar's prayer, the prayer that usually opens and ends all masses. Standard prayer. Think of the Our Father in Christian society.
Sigmar. They said monks.
And he steps back and makes the sign of the hammer. And you
give
can
it back
feel.
to him.
Do you have guidance as a cantrip?
No, I give him this.
Oh, okay.
I don't have cantrips.
Right.
I'm a paladin.
Sorry,
She
I keep
flips
rubbing
him
it in.
back. She flips him the comet back.
He nods and he says, we shall do this. He ties the
What
rope
does
around
that do?
himself
It'll
and
be good.
starts
Give him
going
a
down.
little pat and reassurance.
What does that do?
Guidance gives you
Gives
a
me a +4
yep
to any ability check of its choice.
a D4 or a +4
D4.
plus D4. So it's like it's a one-off bless
Yeah.
for one
I can roll it before or after making.
Yeah.
That's
Which is
pretty cool.
kinda
They could do after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can be like, oh shit. But it only lasts up to a
There's
minute, so
plenty
he has
down
to
here.
haul ass, or it's gonna fall off.
It doesn't take more than 30 seconds
Yeah.
to climb down. Lanira took the longest. She took about 2 minutes because she was taking about 10 seconds
Alright.
per
So
rung.
you said dexterity, athletics, and he gets advantage.
Yes.
Does he have disadvantage because of his armor? I don't even know.
Nope. That armor disadvantage only affects stealth in 5th edition.
Okay. So dexterity athletics is a -1 for him. He rolled a 1 and a 9, which means it's an 8.
You need to make a strength check. Strength athletics.
Got this, beef
No
wife.
advantage.
Even the
my
even the
God.
9 didn't work.
I make the Carmen.
Carmen makes the
God.
strength athletics
Alright,
check.
this is my forte, so.
Yeah.
Oh
And-
shit! But.
Well, you can do
I
that
can
after.
do it after. It's such a cool cantrip. Oh
Go
my
ahead.
god.
Go ahead.
Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. So +6, 21. I'm not adding it. I
He's
think 21's good.
he's making his way down and knowing that the prayer he wants it to be fresh in your mind when you start going down. He rushes a little bit. And his hand slips on one of the rungs and you feel him starting to fall. You can see above he actually starts to fall backwards off the ladder.
I
and then
kinda
you see
brace
him-
myself and pull back so towards the
You see
ladder.
him at a 45-degree angle off of the ladder, leaning backwards. You see him yanked to a stop as Carmen catches him as he was about to fall. He's able to make his way the rest of the way down without much more being bruised other than his lower back and his pride.
Everybody gets 1.
Gets down to the bottom, unties it, and
Aw.
pulls it
And
so
pull
you
it
can
up.
pull it up. He just stands there and you saw nothing.
Anything I could tie the rope. Guess that first wrong, right?
The first rung, maybe, but you're not
try.
sure how. Like, I mean, it's sturdy enough, I guess, because people crawl down it, but you're not going to be able to untie it.
Yeah.
Nor you're also going to leave an open grate if you just go down that way.
You could tie it. All right. So you said the grate has 1 bar across it, correct?
Yeah,
Tie it to
grate
the
has a
grate.
bar
Tie
across.
it to the grate, so when
That's a
you
good idea.
when you get down and you kind of pull it, you'll have a rope attached
That's a
to.
good idea.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Better than nothing. I don't know
So
if it's a
she's
good idea.
gonna tie the rope to the grate, and as she's like carefully getting toward the hole, she's gonna like slide it over. Attempt to get on.
Strength athletics, please.
Oh, thank God.
No advantage. Just
Okay,
pure.
but
remember, you still
I
can-
will get to add that. Let me-
If you need
You
it.
get to, yeah, you, well, you're not going to have it much longer after this, so
Here it
you're going to pretty much need to use it here.
is. Okay, so
Has it been 8
Yeah,
hours
you're
since
gonna
our
need it.
fight with the Nurgle?
With the cultists?
Great.
Coming up on
so
it.
it's a
Okay.
10 plus 6. And...
Just makes it. Just makes it. Makes a little bit of a clattering thunk as she pulls on the rope to secure the grate back into its location. She's able to climb the rest of the way down, slipping once or twice, but having that rope to secure herself kept her going. Until finally, all of you are standing in this massive sewer complex compared to that of Marienburg.
If we're gonna be exploring this place, we need to have some way of keeping track of where we've been. This
Tying
place
the rope.
looks huge, and I mean, I'm open to ideas, but we should
Almost,
think of something.
it's a little more like it's 7.5 feet of walkway on either side of the center trough of 15 feet across of disgustingness. You can see that here and there's occasionally planks set across. Nothing official, no real cross, no real like stone bridges, but somebody has placed some planking to
All right.
walk up from side to side.
We have a general idea
Of the direction?
of the direction.
Yes.
Yeah.
We can try and score. If we make any turns, we could score the wall.
Yes, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah. Are there any frogs in sewers?
No, not really.
Aw.
Not that we know of.
Okay, so I'll say I asked that in character. I like frogs. I've never seen. I've seen like once or twice. I didn't know. Don't act like you all. It's common
We didn't
knowledge
see
that there's no
frogs in
frogs
the
in
swamp.
You saw giant toads,
Oh my
like
God.
occasionally,
Fine.
but
But like,
Like
you have a
frogs.
squire, and
Okay, I'm not. That's. Do you want a frog?
toad?
does Bren start walking in the general direction of
Would
the...
that make you happy?
All right. You're able to kind of surmise that the sewer system runs parallel to the streets.
All right, so we should be able to get to the general area and then find that gateway from down here.
he seemed to say it looked. He made it look like it was like rusted or like kind of hidden, but it should be fine. So at least it
Yeah.
should. Unfortunately, it means it would be blending in. So it might be harder to lock eyes on.
Well, we do have the key, so we can try the key. If it fits, we know that's the right gate.
I live dangerously.
Okay.
Continue.
Start heading in the direction of the general direction of Esselman's bookstore.
We go across the planks one at a time.
Oh yeah, Lanier takes her staff out and she's doing like that stamp, stamp, stamp. Okay.
You had to cross a couple of them to get through.
I still have my orb out, by the way.
Yeah, the
And the lights follow you guys?
Yeah.
You notice that he actually has pretty good control of these dancing little lights that have been following you. They bob and weave with the natural gait of somebody holding a torch. As they follow one over each shoulder.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the Haish.
What?
Would that be the winds of Haish?
Yes, when the light magic, yeah, literally.
They're not a bright torch. But
Cro-
dim light, but it makes things visible enough.
Crossing
You
over
don't have
each
to hold
plank,
it.
you're able to get to where you think Esselman's bookstore should be. Make perception tests.
Oh, a +0.
+0.
That's what it says.
20.
Yeah, 'cause that
There's a
makes
plain
sense.
0 on this die and a +0.
Oh, I rolled
Plus-
look, I did it too, but mine actually says 20.
I got an 11.
I rolled a 20 on my perception test. Oh, I think I need to have a shot.
Squire, mead.
But actually, it's a 21.
Oh yeah, bitch. Glad you guys are out.
Carmen and Hildebrand
sewers.
are the ones that notice. There's a small outcropping that kind of looks like it's been dug rather than planned. That leads up to the right, and you can smell it's mixing with the sewer stench. You can smell that it's like somebody took a deuce next to a campfire.
We're in the right place.
Yes.
This is the terrible place. Why is this the right place?
Because this is where
Because
we
it's
wanted
burned.
to go for
Because
some
the burning
reason.
smell came from the
Oh,
bookstore.
yes. Then
You can see
Okay.
that traveling down. Well, if you looking up, it's next to you.
Hello. No, I looked down.
Yeah.
That's why Linear got a shit roll.
Put a hand on Lanier. I'm like, now, I just want to make sure you're prepared for this. We're gonna see a lot of irreparable books. They're gonna be charred.
Well, you can see that the
in the
pathway leads to a ladder leading up to the bookstore.
Yeah, I'm letting her know, like, to be ready for this.
But it leads away. But the way it's cut, it kind of curves away, almost as if somebody had walked. Because you guys rolled fucking 20s. You can see that there's a little bit of a rut in the stonework, that somebody's walked this path quite a bit, coming down from the bookstore and headed along the path in front of you.
All right, so we're in the right place.
I think this person went that way.
Is that north? Linear kind of like, well, if that's the ladder up to the bookstore, then from what
That
he
way
said,
would be
we would
north.
need to go north. Would that line up?
Yeah.
All right. So there should be a gate this way.
Yes.
Now that we're
Continue
getting closer, I'm gonna go first.
You see some.
I'm gonna renew the lights because
Yeah.
they start to fade after a minute or so. So
You notice some familiar iconography scrawled in here and there. Those with their 20s. Notice the 3 scratch marks in an inverted triangle, just sloppily, not complete, just cut right through each other. Just etched into certain little spots here and there. Maybe a set of bones left to the side, rat's bones, just piled high with a little mark next to it. But walking along this path, you maybe walk 10, 20 feet. Till another intersection that turns. See the worn path. Takes a right. Heading down that path, you find another cut in the wall. This one looks like an old rusted metal door.
Look for a
wait.
keyhole.
Wait. Before she's gonna cast detect magic and examine the door.
Door doesn't look magical.
Right. Wanna
look at the key.
behold the key?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. While she also looked up to look at the key, she kind of like glances around them, down the halls and stuff like that.
The only
making
magic you
kosher.
see is coming from the drift globe and the dancing lights. You can see the wind of Shahish.
She takes a step back. Go ahead. Sorry, I just.
Okay.
No, wind of Haish.
I guess I should check for traps.
Perception
He
test.
didn't tell us there. Perhaps that would be a cruel thing to say on his deathbed.
Well, it would.
Take his treasures to the grave.
Yes.
Well, it would certainly. It would certainly make her pulping him worthwhile, then, if there were.
Karmic justice.
Okay. That would be. What would that come under?
Perception.
Perception. Ah, okay.
Like I said, a perception test.
8!
Looks good.
All right. I'll take the key and.
You start to you put the key in.
Mhm.
You turn, and that's when you hear the click of the door and the latch turning to the side. You also hear the familiar click of flintlock pistol and the familiar hiss of a pan being ignited.
Karmic justice! You guys shit on me. I unloaded all missiles into his fucking face.
As you take a bullet to the shoulder, if you had been standing just 6 centimeters to the left, it would have gone through your neck. As a hole blasts through, part of the rusted door shatters open as the round flies into your shoulder. His blood splattering off into the rest of the
I didn't-
sewer and
Bastard!
mixing with the waste. It's then that you notice that there is one obvious keyhole, and then there was a small pinned side, like a little piece of metal that just was pinned to the wall. That if you had just moved it to the side, you would have seen the true keyhole.
He tell us about this?
No, he.
What did he tell you when I
didn't.
wasn't up there?
He said, here's the key. This will get you in the door.
All right, I'll do it. Like, take the key. Put
It wasn't
it
a
in.
complete shattering. No bone was hit. Just a flesh wound. But that bullet really dug a trough through your shoulder.
Wait, how much damage was that?
10.
I thought you said 6.
No, I said 10.
Oh, okay.
Why did... Where are you at now? I can't,
Oh,
like...
I'm back down. I'm actually.
You put, like, your actual HP in a place where no one can see it.
Yeah, that's why I moved mine, because I used to have it to the side, but I realized that
All right, but
healer
I'm glad
to
I
be
got. I
aware.
basically lost the 10 I got back.
Oh, so what are you at?
I'm at 34 right now.
Oh. Okay.
This is my.
Yeah,
ouch
but
pile.
I can't see your actual HP. Alright.
Listen, he can heal himself. He's a big boy.
Yeah. Take the key.
Put it into the...
Cautiously put it into the less obvious hole. But before I turn it, I'm gonna give the door one more look over. If this piece of shit made another hole...
Make another perception test.
Lydia with her big black eyes staring at the door. I promise there's nothing magical about whatever horse shit we
Only
just
a
walked in
9.
on.
Looks good. This can't be another trap.
Lydia kind of has like taken a few like,
Nils
slow steps
have
towards the wall to be out of
Nils
the
have a
way.
couple of cures ready.
You know, but Carmen's all huffy and proud and whatever. All right.
Jams the key in,
She's gonna
turns
turn
it, and opens
yes.
the door completely unscathed.
Aw. It needed a woman's touch.
I really
If
thought I
that
was
bastard
about to
wasn't
get
dead
shot
already,
in
I
my
would go back
shoulder
and kill him.
again. Okay.
Inside, you can see the mechanism. Well, you can't see the mechanism. It's on the other side of the door. But inside, you see shelves. Shelves upon shelves of ransacked room.
Ransacked?
Looks like somebody else might have been here before.
They beat us here.
So
Just
somebody.
a string of Eltharian sharp-edged words. And she's like stomping up towards the,
Those were
the
the-
shelves.
oh,
Stop.
those were the
Invoking,
first.
invoking Cain
I
a few
blocked her
times.
immediately.
Those were the first words that they taught me.
I try and stop her. I'm like, they might have left something here for us.
Look, what? Do you see anything with your mystic vision?
Alpha is what I say here.
Desecration. I'm
you,
looking for
you
physical
see
items.
you see an empty room that you see traces of when an item of power rests in a location, it leaves a bit of a residue. You can see like 3 or 4 different spots that still
I thought he didn't
Still-
tell anybody else about this.
still slime of magic.
Got in
Is
here.
there
He
a-
never said that.
Are there any
Is there a desk?
I was about to ask is there any like filing names on
Well,
the
are you
shelves?
going in?
Can I
Because you've
see?
been looking in from the doorway. You haven't said you're going in yet.
I've been looking for physical traps, things askew,
All right.
stuff like that.
Anybody
Oh.
who's observing the area before stepping in can make a perception test.
Hi. 7.
You don't see any traps.
13.
15?
You see an odd-looking floor portion just before stepping in. What did you roll again?
7?
Difference of 5. I'll give it to you. You can stop her in time.
Stop! Pull your foot back. What is it?
You see it's a slightly raised pressure plate, looks like. You notice that there's a little that there's an arm that extends off the pressure plate off to the right side on the other side of the door frame.
On the other side of the door frame.
Mm-hmm. On the inside of the room. You haven't stepped in yet. You just saw the pressure plate.
And it's right there?
Right there.
So we would have to jump over it.
You could jump over it, yeah. You also have a thieves kit, and you could disarm it.
I'll try.
You are a rogue-ish character.
I get advantage?
No, you still get to try, though. And it's a, you have proficiency with thieves' tools, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it is dexterity plus thieves' tools proficiency. So it's dex plus proficiency bonus. So it should be a +7 for you?
Yes. So it's 17.
That's a very good... You have a very good disarm traps check.
Okay.
Going into your bag, you pull out a small set of delicate instruments. Lockpicks, chisels, pliers, stuff like that. And you're able to disarm the pressure plate and remove the top of it, taking the weight off of the lever. You can see that the lever, once inspecting it further, you can see that it was actually connected to a duckfoot pistol pointing from the side. Now, anybody who... You know what a duck's foot looks like, right? Webbed, and there's 3 toes.
Does it look like a goose's foot?
No. But this one has 4 webbed... It has 4 barrels splayed out.
So it's scattershot.
Pointing just on the other side of the door. You're able to disarm it completely so that it won't go off at all.
How fresh is this powder?
Well, once you disarm it, you can go inside. So
Yeah.
you're
How
gonna go and investigate the duckfoot.
Yeah. And the other gun too. The other gun exploded already, but
We're already fired.
Yeah.
The powder looks like it's been set. Must have sat for a while.
all right. So this was his trap then. It wasn't something that whoever ransacked the place set up then.
I could see I mean, if I had half the things in here that he did, I would arm this place to the teeth. I don't blame him.
You can see that on the other side. It's the barrel is up against a drilled hole in the door that must have had like some kind of small rusted screen put over the hole to make it look like it matched the rest. And there's a pretty large caliber bullet with a small gear that turned and squeezed the trigger the second you turn that lock.
Wait a minute. This guy talked as if he was positive that these things would still be here. Didn't he? Laniera, wasn't he acting completely positive that these things would be here?
I mean, the man was on death's door.
I never mentioned them.
Yeah,
I thought he said
know.
you can get everything that you want from there and take anything else that you want.
Okay. I thought you were talking about the traps. Never
she,
mind.
like, waves her hand. She's like,
No, I'm talking about what he said was down here. That we would find the list, and he said, and anything else that's down there there's still a batch of stuff, and you can take all of it if you want. Just kill me.
I mean, honestly, are we really surprised someone's a step ahead of us again? And she's like, she kind of seems to be dismissing it a little bit, like looking on the shelves, trying to find anything.
As you start looking at the shelves, you notice that the shelves are marked. Little strips of paper have been kind of... It looks like they've been pasted to the edges of the shelves.
Ah.
Kind of like
Visual aid.
It
allowed to
was
open
in
it
the
yet?
sewer.
Okay.
Go ahead.
It was in the sewer.
Oh
We have
God!
props.
Oh no! Oh no!
Fuck.
I want everyone to really appreciate the girth involved here.
Take pictures. Look at all these pieces of paper. Look at all of them. Look at all this shit we have to read.
As we both reach for our magical communication devices.
Oh
regulating.
Well, you guys look over those. I'm gonna use the bathroom quick. You got time.
I hate you. I love you.
As he evils.
I needed to do some stuff last night.
You did.
Hello, stream. It is I, Mungo Comics, being DM's Convey's real life squire,
That looks relevant.
helping with suppose the sound and just general little fix of help things.
Moral support.
Yeah, moral support. So how are the papers going?
All right, so just now we're already kind of finagling. We found one with Helmet's name, one with the name Carl Hawkins.
Carl is a common name.
Carl is a common name.
Sigmund
It's fair.
Greta.
Greta?
No,
You got-
fuck you!
Evil chortling from beyond.
Convey laughs maniacally from the bathroom. You guys are gonna write down notes for every single one of those, aren't
Oh
you?
my gosh. She
You mean
will.
me? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm the only
She
one with
is
a
our-
fucking
Osud
notepad.
Bosch, Johannes Wunderlich. Oh, wait a minute. Wait,
Struck.
wait.
Oh, he's
they're ripped together.
I don't know if
They're
that's...
ripped together.
Are we overthinking this? Do we have to put it together like a puzzle?
Some of these names
no,
are
he
ripped.
shrugged.
Some of these names
All right.
are ripped. See, like
Okay,
so
here
you're
we
starting
go.
to take them
Let's find
off?
edges.
Yeah.
Let me
No.
move all my
Lanier's like,
shit.
Dada, don't touch them. Where they are on the shelves may be important. Just like,
Well, did you? He's already got some in his hand.
no, she just
she
smacks
took.
his
She was
hand.
holding them all.
Hold on.
No, I was holding them in real
Hold
life.
on.
Well, so
I
is she.
like puzzles.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Here we go. Is this gonna be one? Okay.
Now, are these? These
so
were.
you're walking over and you're looking at them
Okay.
intently.
Does it look
Wait,
like there's
wait.
any?
Question for the DM. Are these how they actually appear?
Yes.
So they are. So they are ripped.
Mm-hmm. And
I-
then pasted to the edge of the shelf.
Okay.
Does it seem like where they are in relation on the shelves? Does that seem important?
Deep wants to know what the papers actually are.
They say a lot of names.
I'm gonna take a picture and post it on our
Hold on,
Twitter.
You want to
just-
go to Team Devil's Luck on Twitter? You'll be able to see what Carmen's currently going over.
Oh yeah, this is very.
I'm actually having fun. I like puzzles.
Make perception tests as you're going up and investigating them
I'm doing
closer.
Oh, it's cocked.
Yeah.
An 18.
11.
With an 18, Carmen notices that some of them are actually doubled up, like they were pasted on top of another piece of paper.
Ooh.
A little more conversation going on over there would be
I'm
better.
sorry. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm also
I'm
trying
doing
to
the
do this.
People
thing.
concentrating. What is Carmen literally doing? I know you're going through them physically right now as
I'm assembling that.
okay. Are you going up to the shelves and like tearing them off? Are you
Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
no! Don't tear them off.
Okay, they're
There's
now.
nothing on the shelves, though.
That we know of.
Okay, I just tweeted on twitter.com/teamdevilsluck.
as you tear one off, there's another underneath.
What was that one under? You're just grabbing
Hands,
things
Carl.
willy-nilly.
Fredonk?
What was that under? Which name was that under?
What name was it under?
You
Greta.
forgot.
It was under Greta.
Yeah, we found the Greta name.
Yes. That's what I was yelling about, by
Hey,
the way. I
hey, let me
hope that
tell you, it was fun
translated.
making up them names. All right.
Listen, the vein on the side of Lanier's head as like sticky-fingered children go grabbing things off the library
Hands
shelves.
Carl Fredonk. This ring any bells?
Lanira pulls one off. She finds that underneath. Lanira finds it.
Hey,
Give it to
do you look
Lanira.
like a fucking elf? So, fuck's sake. So angry with them right now. They're just like touching things irrevocably, not even thinking it out.
So far, the only name that we found that was familiar was helmets.
Assuming that that's the helmet.
So I took a little bit of time and wrote a whole bunch of names
guys,
out in cursive.
Yeah, no, your
And
handwriting
then proceeded
really
to
beautiful.
appropriately tear them down and break them up into little strips. As you tear another 2 off.
I don't know.
I mean, he said that the list were of his clients. Oh my god. Ansel?
Franz
wait.
Schmidt.
Ding, ding, ding.
We got another
Ben
one.
Ansel?
Yes. Before he was smoked, he mentioned that the...
Wait, no, it wasn't Ansel that got smoked.
No, I didn't say that. Let the girl speak!
Okay, I'm sorry.
She's so angry with them right now that she's just like wild-eyed, like...
Hell is this?
He mentioned that these were...
It's called the
that's
top
the
of the
edge.
ring
Yeah.
of the page. I did it a little close
That's
to
the
the top.
then. This should be on the top. We're making a puzzle.
You needed if you wanted an orientation to the
That's an
puzzle.
orientation piece that goes towards, I would say, top right, because here's the smooth edge.
Yeah.
As you get
top
to the
right,
final
but
4,
this
as you
is
tear
smooth.
them off, you get another 2.
Alright. We have Gregor Vladik.
You might
or
as well
Vladik.
read them all out, too. I
Lawrence-
wrote them all.
Yeah, but alright.
Oswald Bosch.
Bosch.
Johannes Sundler.
Heinrich von Stuck.
Erasmus Long.
Is he?
Fuck is that?
That's a personal question.
Podston Altsfer?
Jeremiah Sadis.
Sadist?
Sadis?
Okay.
Could it be sadist?
Satan?
Not von Stupp. I
Von
was
Stupp.
I was close to
Try and
name
slide that in
somebody
there.
von Stupp.
Are you sure that that's von Stuck and not something else, sir? I just want to make sure I have your name right. Thank you very much. You
All
did
right.
that to me with that voice last week. I couldn't
bit.
get it out of my head.
So as we're kind of looking these names over, and Carmen's actually in like a very trance-like state trying to piece these together, she's kind of letting her do her thing and watching. Do these names seem familiar at all to Lanira?
Not at all.
The only ones that resemble
bottom of the
anything that we've
page.
heard is Ansel and Helmet.
You can guess that they're people that might have bought things.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
about the names aren't
specifically-
familiar at
okay.
all.
Well, he said that these were a list of customers.
Yeah.
And that whatever the answers we need would be in this list found on the shelves, and he did not lie, though he admitted maybe the important trap at the door. But
Plural.
consider it preemptive revenge. Feel better.
A little.
Just really think about that. Okay.
Nils, could you do me a favor, please?
Yes, of course. Nils looks to Carmen for a second, like, okay, spend however many you want for Nils to spend for cure wounds.
You want what level you want it at?
It's up to you guys. Your
You
control.
can do it up to level 2. How much you
mechanically,
need?
you guys
I'm
can.
down
You guys
12 at the
choose.
moment. What's his plus?
D8
It's
plus wisdom
D8
bonus.
Plus his spellcat. And
D8 plus wisdom bonus per die.
13. I mean 3. Sorry.
Okay.
3.
So it'd be 2d8 plus 6.
Okay, you want me to roll that, or you?
That is a lot of paper on the table
You can
right now.
roll it.
You guys have no idea.
I'm not.
How do you think I felt writing it all out?
I love you. I do. Your brand of insanity.
15.
I find
So
attractive.
15. So I'm back completely.
I mean, I don't necessarily know if it's important to find the order to this, but
Yes, talk out loud. Talk out
I
loud.
would say that you have an odd knack for puzzles. Is this what you do in the woods all day? Kind of.
I'm going to go look on the shelves.
And I,
So,
for
Nature is full of patterns.
you're looking on the shelves.
I'm going to go look at the shelves.
Make a couple of perception tests.
This goes here.
I have one of the one of my orbs right there with me to light it up.
Just hope that. Okay.
Kind of like looks over her shoulder and.
Unnatural 20.
Oh fuck!
As you're, yeah, we're gonna go with that.
Might have been multiple pages.
Yeah,
considering.
that's what I'm
Yeah.
thinking.
As
and
you're
that's what's
scrounging
getting
around
me.
the shelves looking for, you can see that these, whatever was on these shelves, mostly it seemed like it was books.
Helmet was the first.
You can
thing
see
was-
some of the tracings of the bindings that were lifted up and pulled off. But you also see entire areas of dust that were just swiped aside. As if somebody had literally thrown an arm up and just pulled whatever it was down. In the back, in the corner of one of the shelves, the back of the room, this small 10 by 10 room with a small little desk off to one side. In the back right corner, middle shelf, tucked away, you find a plain, looks almost wood. The tone and grain almost matching the shelf. A ring. And you notice that around the outside of it, around the center of the band,
I don't want to move
is a
it.
thin green band of what looks like maybe jade of some kind.
Now, is this ring inset or is it lying there on the shelf?
It looks like the ring had actually been pressed into the shelf by long years of weight on top of it.
Lanira, could you come here a moment, please?
Kind of gets up, stretches her like, what is it? And kind of makes her way over.
Are you still able to see the winds?
I would say less DM discretion should still probably be going.
Yeah.
Do you look at this ring here that's inlaid in this shelf? Is it magical?
It's subtle magics. Subtle enchantment. It's actually... It looks almost... The magic is a mixture of several winds. Of many winds. Tied into the band itself. But they're so tightly wound that you didn't actually see... It wasn't like it was radiating magic.
Yeah.
This ring was woven very tightly by a master crafter of some kind.
Staring at it and like,
Make an Arcana check.
oh, this is interesting. I like Arcana checks. Alright. That's
I have Jack of all trades, so I can make an Arcana check too.
3,
Yes.
4, 5. So a +7 to my roll.
Or could I give her advantage if I'm looking at it too with
It's
that?
not really a help kind of thing. If you were researching in books looking together, then yes, that would help. But when
Okay.
it's just knowledge in your heads, you can't be like, jump into her head, look for her.
Yeah, it's 15.
A 15?
Yeah.
Ooh. This is, These are the cousins of Ulthuan. The ones who stayed behind in the old world. This is a ring of the wood elves of some kind.
Going to cast by.
You're just gonna straight up identify it. That takes a minute, by the way.
That's fine. Carmen's busy with a
That's
puzzle.
right.
Let me
He
have
just
mine.
waved off the DM when he was trying to give you fucking rules
He's
notes.
just like super.
I am not a character for you to wave off, bitch.
You're many characters. You're all characters.
All of which will be waved off.
All the colors of the wind, honey.
He's
A minute
trying
later-
to give me something nice.
She holds up her hands and actually no, you have to pull out the diamond.
No, the pearl on
The
my
pearl,
ring.
right. So she holds up her hand and she starts looking through her hands, the pearl glowing slightly as she looks deeper into this ring. Of course.
As she's kind of like staring at it, she's like,
A ring of the goddamn pen's out of ink.
"Do you want my pen? You can take Lanera's pen." Aw. At least it didn't like duff into our poor squire. Probably also keep an eye on the door to make sure no one comes back. Not that I expect many people are running around the sewers, but
Maybe Nils can keep an eye out at the door, up towards the entryway. You need to tell him.
How far off do you want him to go?
Just a few feet up, so he can get a good look at anybody coming
Please.
along.
Transfer that over.
Keep
To the
watch
one
of
who
the
doth
door.
identified.
So is it something important?
just like, oh, this is nice. This is
What is it?
What does it do?
from the other room. Carmen asked what it is.
She's not in another room.
That's
She's
fair,
literally
yeah.
on a desk next to you.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't do this on the floor? Okay, fair. I totally imagined you on the floor, just splayed out like a crazy serial killer catcher. You know. I'm sorry that's my
Oh,
mental.
I should have wrote Pepe Sylvia on one of them. Pepe Sylvia.
I
Pepe
figured out
Sylvia.
one side. I got one side now.
I'm impressed.
It's a wood elf.
That was
I
very
know it's.
quickly.
I heard you say it was a wood elf.
I didn't say that.
She didn't say it out loud.
Yeah, I
Oh,
didn't
okay.
say that. That's very. To be fair, if you have
Okay.
telekinesis, I'd be very interested to know how you've applied it until this point. It's a +1 to spellcasting attack bonus and a +1 to spell save DC.
Your spell save DC, so it makes your spells harder to resist.
Oh, nice. That would be great in
And when you make a
instances-
spell attack, so like a cantrip like Firebolt or Witch Bolt or any spell that requires you to make a spell attack roll, it adds a +1 to that attack.
So
I would say that would make your attack
It's
much-
basically a beefed up wand of the Warcaster reskinned into a ring. Because I hate wands.
that's fair. Fair. Listen, I already have like a staff. If I also had to hold the wand and redundant.
Yeah. It's a ring.
Good dunk. Just like
You have to spend time attuning to it at the next short rest, and
fine.
then it'll activate.
Oh,
Still not attuned to
is
my
there?
ags.
This is something that I do not know as the player anymore. Did they change the rule about limitations of rings?
How many-
So how many rings you can?
They changed it to
wield?
how many things you can attune to.
but not everything we have that's magical required attuning.
Not everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, not
No, but
everything
no, it's
requires
just that
Yeah,
attuning.
it's just that in the other versions they always said you can have no more, but I forget if it was 2 or 3 rings at one time.
Well, I would still be fine. I mean, I only have one other ring.
You know, well, you
You
have the
cannot
ring-
attune to more than one ring of the same thing. More than one thing of, like, you can't do multiple rings of protection to get stacking bonuses. It's
That's
one ring
fair.
of protection, like one of each type. 3 attuned items at any time.
I only have the one. Nope, the other ones you didn't have me attuned to, unless you just.
What are the
omitted
other
that.
ones?
Spell storing
The Ring of Spell Storing required attunement.
Oh yeah, the attuned were her only.
and the hummingbird.
And then I have the hummingbird ring, which is dex save.
That would be those 3 items would be your attuned items.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll
The
write on
axe
this
requires
one that's
attunement,
attuned.
absolutely.
Yeah, she said that
Your
hers is still...
rapier requires attunement.
Right.
I can't think of any other magic items that you guys have
The
been
only
picking-
other thing
She
I
has
have
a
is my
ring.
cloak.
Your cloak
He has a
requires
cloak.
it.
She
and
has a ring as well.
the book doesn't require attunement.
What about the belt?
Belt does. So you have your axe, your ring, and your
Belt.
belts are your 3 items. So you're currently capped. If you wanted to attune to a new item, you would have to stop attunement to another one.
Which you could give it to Nils as a hand-me-down, though. So if we find something better...
My axe is the one I just got, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, yeah.
I don't think so. Brand has the cloak and the rapier.
Yes.
Those are your 2, and you're full up on 3 with the 3
Yeah.
rings now. Lingin' bitch.
I'm not sure how these connect, but these are correct.
Turns out, oh my
Helmet-
god, you
Helmet
pieced that
is
together very
first
quickly.
on this list.
And these are supposedly clients
Yes.
that have
Is
purchased...
this the helmet?
I mean,
Have
it
we
seems
ever-
Make history check. Both make everybody can make a history check when she says that.
18.
funny.
Helmet is a common enough
Do
imperial
we,
name.
But do we know if Helmut von
If we're privy to his last name.
Eichenhaus is the...
You don't know, but you do know that Helmut is a big enough name, and with a 20, you know that... Oh, you also know Helmut left Altdorf a while ago for Marienburg. I have to use the restroom.
I'm going to actually, Linear is like writing the names down in her notepad. However, I am going to take a photo of the pieced together pages for our notes in a more, instead of me having to write out
I'm
these very
back.
fancy names, which probably took Pat a lot of time to figure this out and write, but I can't because I'm lazy.
Yes, please feel free to check out. I'm assuming in the midst of our players taking photos, I'm just gonna do a little.
Listen, it's weird elven soul stealing magic.
Hey, I got it right. I remembered this week, guys. I'm
What?
learning.
What, remembered what?
I'm learning how to use the social media thing with Ankbot.
I'm happy we
Yay.
remembered to turn on Ankbot this week, man.
Well, that wasn't me. No, that wasn't me. That was all Conway.
Yep, that's fair. That's fair.
I, as for all the things I could claim to take credit for, that is not one of them. I am personally just playing Hearthstone. I'm a we're a Hearthstone
Perfect.
stream now, guys.
Oh my
Oh
god.
no.
I thought about it, like back when I was in
I'm-
college.
I actually started playing Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms.
What? Oh, is that a what is
The
that?
clicker game for D&D.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, okay.
They're-
Is that the
they're-
one where they have like the
The waffle cruise in it?
Yeah, okay.
Yes, in fact, I got Evelyn. I was able to get Evelyn.
Do they all have like little animations? They just like
Yeah,
do little.
They're like-
they
It's
do.
a
She
cookie
actually
clicker.
flies. Her animation is she flies with her little wings, her little winged boots.
Oh.
They this weekend they're adding in Binwin from Acquisitions Incorporated, but it's also the character created by Scott Kurtz in Table Titans and PvP.
Oh, okay.
Binwin is a dwarven
Thank God.
barbarian
It'd be really
berserker
fucked up
who
if he wrote one, but then
whose
was like,
catchphrase
"Nah, I don't
when he
like
runs
this
into
one."
battle is
However, if there is one
catchphrase.
actually missing, that
Very
would be
good. Very
important.
good.
Yeah.
Much. I'm sure his battle cry is much better than
I don't-
Melchior's.
Cause like these,
If anyone who's
I
watched
don't know
Stellar
where
Age knows,
these
Melchior did not
go.
have a
He says
very
I fucked
somewhere
that.
elegant or
underneath,
dwarven
right?
battle cry of distraction.
Try my mother's stew.
So far, it looks like
Nobody's
she has,
giving it a
this
chance.
looks
Nobody's
right,
giving
but
it a
it does
chance.
look-
It's
you know.
nutritious.
isn't perfect.
It is not.
'Cause-
Yes,
well,
exactly. It is
actually,
nutritious.
there
It
you
has
go.
it has literally
Alright.
So it
almost
was like a
everything you
thing.
need in your daily
Yeah.
in just one serving.
And that
I've never-
leaves.
And it's
I think
pretty good for
these are
greasing up the
correct.
gears in the engine room too.
I think these are
Okay,
right.
well, that was
Correct
just
enough that I'm
rumors.
goes like
comfortable with
this.
it.
Is there any? These are names that are not fitting on the list?
These don't fit.
For another page, it looks like, whereas these were definitely on the same page. So
We are
bronze-
victorious in Hearthstone in the arena. Hooray!
Oh my god.
Look!
Dad, come back!
I wasn't. Hey.
He's going to hurt you.
Oh yeah, sure.
Oh.
Well,
He'll hurt you next week.
Okay, well yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
So,
He'll
I've
hit
done
my,
my part.
he'll hit my
my
fictional
God, you're
character.
good.
He'll rust your cybernetic parts.
I'm
I
no.
like puzzles. No one does
That'd be bad.
puzzles with.
You'll need a lot of stew.
Yeah.
So-
He's just in a bath of his mother's stew. It's like, yes, this is how it was meant to be consumed.
The osmosis through your
Yeah.
pores.
Through his gears.
I appreciate the hashtag JustKevins in the chat. Thank you.
Yes.
Oh.
Ty wants to know what is in Dragon's mystery bottle.
Vodka straight and hard.
It's a mystery.
No, okay. So I'm gonna update.
Yes, notice I don't brown bag it. I'm too classy to brown bag.
Yes, let's go with that.
Yeah. All right. So I updated our Twitter with the page completed that Carmen was able to put together.
Oh, nice.
However, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 names that don't fit on
One
the
of which is Ansel.
Yeah, there's that do not fit on the original page. However, 2 of the 5 are a part of the same paper.
Okay.
And I think these are the ones. Some of these are the ones we found. Like
Yes, that were
later.
underneath different
Yeah,
ones.
it's
Yes.
probably important to distinguish which ones were the original pile and then
Yeah.
Ansel's
my
name was
added
definitely one
on
of the ones
pile.
underneath.
Well, I would say then if
No,
we
I
were
feel
to
like that was already in there. That's what makes it so odd.
if we were to assume that helmet, we're not sure if this is the helmet we know, but we know that he left a long time ago. So him being on the top of the list would insinuate that he was an earlier customer.
Yes.
So that's very circumstantial, but if that is the case, then that would mean the more recent names would be over here. Or possibly on these other ones
I
that
don't
we
know
found.
if they go
Jan's-
left to right
Jan's-
or up and down.
Jan's family name is also not on this.
Well, as Ghoulies just saying, no, Ghoulie, there's not any missing or stolen. Dun 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 dun.
No, everything was
No.
already ransacked from the place, which is heartbreaking. I was so excited
But
to
we
walk
did
in
find
on, like,
that
a
ring.
trove.
Hey, you got a sweet ring.
You're
To
welcome.
give it to him, like when he tore it up, some of them he tore across the letters, so
To
it was
give
easy.
hints.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that was nice.
So, like, are you like trying to
Credit-
like
credits
puzzle them
too.
together just based
Yeah.
on the cut
Carmen
marks?
straight up put this back together. It is 100% in a normal page-like shape right now.
Yeah,
Okay,
you want
that's
to come
good,
take
okay.
a look? at
Yeah,
my
really
handiwork?
impressed.
Yeah, okay,
Not
I'm
lying.
coming over.
I live for this shit.
Yeah,
Ugh.
like blam.
Nope. That way.
Oh yeah, here.
But we have extras.
Yeah,
All the emotion is gone.
right.
Okay, yeah.
Where did see Nils? Nils was supposed to be on lookout. Hi, Nils.
Hi.
Oh, hi, Nils.
I know, I'm tall boy.
He's tall. He is tall in game.
He's a good boy.
Yeah. Listen, we're gonna we'll let other people die, but we'll do stupid
so
things for Nils.
these look like. Does this go together? No, these
No.
are this and edge.
Definitely not.
I wrote in the chat. I would have been very upset if Nils had just like
might-
died when he was like trying to come down. He didn't die in the sewer. He died entering
I've
the
seen
sewer. That
him
would have been
once
so
falling.
sad.
Wait, this goes there. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Does this go here?
To be fair,
No.
Kill, everyone else
Oh.
is sitting, so of course I'm gonna
Wait.
look tall.
Possibly.
I'm not that tall. I mean, I'm like
I don't know
average
either.
to slightly above average.
See,
I'm looking
like,
at the
I
chat,
don't
but I know
if he thought we would do
camera's up
this.
there. I'm not used to
I
actually
asked him, I
directly
was like,
looking
Am I overthinking
at
this?
the
Yeah.
camera.
Because
Wait, this
Talking
is it.
over,
oh
talking
yeah,
over the
we're
chatter.
reading the page.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
That means there's something else is
Yeah,
ripped
something
out.
is missing.
have the
just
seals been broken?
Well, he'll tell us. He'll tell us because he's not going to drive me that crazy.
I don't know. He really
It's like,
does enjoy driving us crazy.
What's this secret piece of paper I have under the under
Right?
this over here?
I believe
Deed
he-
is done.
Oh yeah.
Wow, I'm actually quite impressed with myself.
You're pleased.
Yay.
You're feeling it. Good job, man.
and golf clap.
Yeah, Conway's he's taller than me.
I finished it.
Look at this shit.
The players did well.
Well, I think it's just Carmen has a strong suit for this.
Oh,
now.
you took them off before
well,
you.
no, it's part of her
But right away he said,
photography
notice how
skill.
right away he said, Oh, you took them off without knowing which shelf they were on? You started throwing them together?
God, Lumiere was not happy about that. It was like small children just running through the grocery store touching things. She's like, don't touch!
Oh no, I almost.
Carmen, master of puzzles.
Yes.
Yeah.
New title.
Living
Yeah,
the-
I wish we had a title.
Puzzle master.
apparently living a hermetic life in the woods is... Well, you don't have much to do in the woods.
Yeah, that's
except-
why Lumiere was like, is that
except
what you
work
do
on
in the woods
puzzles.
all the time?
There are demands to post on Twitter this puzzle completion.
Oh, yes, sorry. Let me do that now. I'm
Okay.
going to reply to the original
I also
tweet.
I also put up pictures of the papers as well.
Okay, so I'm replying to the original tweet with the 100% updated.
I think I can read through a few of these, some of these bit donations. A lot from Ghoulie.
Oh, Ghoulie, yeah.
Little bits here and there. I'm trying to remember the context for everything. It's just like...
Sometimes there's comments next to the
Yeah,
bits on
yeah,
the-
yeah, no, like, yeah, I'm just trying to remember, like, in what situation happened to invoke such nice...
Wait, now we have to have the
bit
meta
donations.
picture. You taking
Oh,
the
yes,
picture
go
of...
ahead.
Yeah.
Lots of burning. Pure,
Wait,
so
let me get
pure.
my wide
Pretty
lens
sure that was
going,
for
there we are.
Nils. Reception shot.
Right, I'm just breaking that immersion. Listen, I'm really proud. Like, that's impressive. You just put that together
There's a
very
spot
quickly.
missing.
Yes, Steve, I see your random comment for bits. Thank you, but
Yeah, but the names,
I know.
unless there was like a small note, I mean, we might be overthinking that particular instance, but I feel as though the names are all pretty consistent in
Pigeons.
handwriting and in the
Oh,
size.
if there is anybody
there's no way
from
to fit.
my
Ansel.
Heroes game, my legendary
I guess
Game
this
of
was
Heroes
a new page.
guild,
Ansel is
watching as I
recent.
Yeah.
said, by all means, watch.
these others.
Hello, just I can't see the chat myself right now, so
We
just
could probably
hello.
look
If you
for
are here,
them.
just say hello, and
Possibly.
Mungo will
I mean,
let me know eventually.
I'll let you know. Or Conru. Oh, Ghoulies for Cassandra. She said you have to admit she had a pretty good rebuttal. You had a good rebuttal about something earlier. Oh, hello
Uh-oh.
there.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Okay.
he's got
Oh my god.
ball and chains. I'm leaving.
I'm concerned.
these are normal
Okay,
things
You
in
have-
our living room.
You
there-
have flailed
I
this
have to
city.
ask you out of character because I just spent all the time putting this together and there is a spot that is very noticeably missing. Does that matter?
Okay.
But
To
we
be
put
fair,
it
look
together.
at this. Like, she did a really good job.
This is going to be my stay-in immersion, even if I'm in the bathroom stick.
Thank you.
It is attached
Yeah.
to a double-headed fucking flail.
You have flailed this city.
That's what my balls look like,
Mine too.
right?
Yeah.
This is a Morning Star flail. There is also a Morning Star mace. A Morning Star is a type of weight. Want to correct everybody
That's a-
who uses that term inappropriately.
That's a Yanagyu
This
flail.
is now an educational stream.
This.
All right.
Things of note.
Yes.
Sorry, guys.
Helmet is first.
Colitis is a hell of a thing.
Yeah.
It looks like this was another page and Ansel
It is
was
real.
recent.
Yeah. We think these are our more recent names, clients, because being. You know, you were yelling at us. Now we're trying to get back to this.
He had to prove to the audience it was real.
Yeah. We think that since if we were to assume the name Helmet on here is the Helmet we know that he had left a very long time ago, and we think that that's on the top of the name. so
That was one of
most-
the ones you first pulled off,
Yes.
though.
So we think that this is the second page in the list of customers, which would make them more recent names.
Backwards. Those were the names underneath the ones that were over there.
Right. If they were
Okay.
under them, they were the older customers.
Does my character know things that I don't? Because
Yeah,
I'm not,
that's the thing that
yeah.
you would know that your character
Okay.
would know that you don't. You didn't figure out right there.
Okay. Never mind. We have no idea.
Well, at least we have a last name for Ansel.
True. We did have that list of Ansels before.
Why do you
We have-
think he covered them?
There's the tanner, the apothecary, and the drunk were the three Ansels we were able to find from Yosef. So if we find the last name, if we know the last name, maybe we'll know.
Have to
we
buy
didn't
more
ask.
from
We
him.
didn't ask. We didn't ask Esselman for Ansel's last name, did we?
He didn't have that information. I don't think he was busy like.
Because he was
screaming.
because
Yeah.
he did keep saying Ansel, but he didn't say
We did try
He
and
said
ask. He
Ansel
didn't
came.
answer us.
Ansel kept coming back, asking for something, and then he left. And then the witch hunters came in.
This is why you take notes.
Yeah, you guys, you should have a notebook, huh?
I wasn't there.
Because I'm going to
until
stop
later.
reminding you what I had said last time.
I'm honestly.
You really should write notes
Well, my
down.
problem is I was downstairs so long, I don't remember exactly what my character experienced
That's
in
fair,
character,
yeah.
so I'm keeping my mouth shut because I don't want to
Yeah.
metagame.
No, that's smart.
Yeah.
Honestly, it would it's fine for you not to know because you weren't
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
I came up later, but it was like the end.
All right, so in character, Lena's gonna make a copy of all the names and in the order that they found them into her notebook. Add a character I took a picture for
Yes.
reference that I'll have to find a way to print out and then pin into my notebook. 'Cause I'm not gonna write these all down right now.
After she's done, Carmen's like, it's like a Tibetan sand thing. Like she's just gonna done. It's over. It's over.
Lena's just like
These are
bristling.
kept,
Like if she had
You
feathers,
also
they
you
would've
can keep the envelope if you want to keep them
Take
together. By the way.
these.
Where's the elm?
Those are separate.
Do we? Is there any way of realizing whose name was on the shelf that the ring was on?
Hmm?
Is there any way of realizing whose name was on the shelf that the ring was on?
You found it so far. You didn't check the shelves before you started tearing off the names. You
Yeah,
kinda...
guys.
Sorry.
I love you all. It's fine. Lanier is just a little miffed.
Yes, but you got another nice ring.
Well, was one of the things that were underneath near the ring, at least? The 5 that were underneath the other ones? Was one of those near
we don't know.
I mean, it was.
Oh, no.
You said that. Well, I don't know if I noticed it before. Well, when I walked over, I noticed it was pressed down, so something that may have just been disregarded. Honestly, this place, before it was ransacked, I could tell just looking at
If
it.
they
There's
took
an echo.
everything and they left a ring.
They might have overlooked it. This thing looked like it was like.
It was pressed into
Yeah.
something very heavy must have been
and
laying on top of
What
it.
were you able to find out about this?
It's actually from the Osprey. It's something that
Osrai.
was Osrai. Sorry.
Okay. And I even think we might be using that wrong.
That's fair.
I think Azrai is all elf.
Oh, not specifically wood elf.
Yeah.
I would like to know that as an elf.
I would like
I
to
would
know
like to
that
use
as
my
someone
racial
who is
knowledge.
attracted to elves.
Yeah, someone who would like to bone elves. I need to know specifically what variety I look forward to boning.
Here they go. Here they go. Are there any more papers inside there? Just make
No.
sure before you put it in.
I looked before.
There
Yes,
are no more
congratulations.
papers.
Yeah, she put them together.
I am
Oh no,
sure.
that is them. Azrai is the
Okay.
wood elves known as wood elves known as the Azrai in some tales.
Okay. I mean, there were a lot of things in here that I could see. The echo of what it was. They were amazing things that if you were looking to resell, they would have been much more attractive than this.
What is the?
It gives me +1 to spellcasting attack bonus, and then +1 to spell save. So if you're able to make that holy water when we have, some downtime.
Haha.
The High Elves refer to themselves, by the way, as the Asur, as in Assyrian. That's a good way to remember that.
Is that what Lorna refers to?
No,
No.
he's Asrai,
Yeah, he's a wood elf.
which means like left behind, essentially. They stayed behind electively in the history of the elves. That's why they're separated from the High Elves and the Dark Elves, because they weren't on. They
That
have
Civil
no
War
part of the
front.
Civil
Are
War.
you talking about Lawnock again?
Ah, I have.
Anyway,
Anyway,
Telling you, we're
Going
in a
on.
big city. There are hookers.
well,
If this is going to be a
She didn't
distraction
even notice
for
I
you,
said the name right.
well, we have a last name for an Ansel, and we
Yeah.
have the more the older customers that for some reason covered have somewhere to go now. We should get.
Yeah, I don't particularly want to stay in the sewer more than we need.
Is there anything else in here at all?
If we want, all right, so let's all do a sweep. We'll start
On
on
the-
opposite sides till we all meet up and do an absolute sweep of this place and make sure that there's nothing else left.
Because I feel like we're missing something.
Okay, then
We
let's
really do.
look at this in a very grid-like system. We'll go through this place.
you're gonna comb through one more time.
Yeah.
Make perception tests. You know what? Investigation tests.
Okay. That's fine.
It's a different way of looking at the place. You've been making just eyesight checks the whole time. Let's see if you can.
Kindly verify.
It's 12 for me.
On the green.
I have to literally.
On the green.
I literally have to pick it up.
Paint
The
these
20.
things.
Yeah. Paint them. Or read them yourself.
I'll let it slide this time, but if I tell you to make a check and you roll the die and it's a different check that I want to make, you use the same die roll. You don't roll it again.
Okay.
Letting you know.
Okay, sorry.
I'll let it slide.
I only got an 11.
Because you use your investigative skills to
I don't
find
even
that this place has
remember.
been
Like a
stripped
12?
Completely.
bare.
I got a
All right,
12.
let's go.
Between all of you, you search
Yeah.
through, comb through, and
Nothing in the desk.
nothing in the looking through the desk. There's nothing in there. Looking on the rest of the shelves, there's nothing that you can find.
All right, I renew the lights.
Let's puff it out of here. But we should be careful because, I don't know, someone else must have been down in these sewers for those boards to be put down. So, be aware as we go through.
You might want to take that pistol.
Oh, could that be retrieved? The duckfoot.
Put it.
You could try.
Ooh,
What do I need
Don't,
to?
don't be in front of it.
Make
Yes.
it's thieves' tools check.
Okay. Which I have a plus
I'm gonna get
7,
him
so
shot in the face.
25.
You're able to pull it off. It's the same rule. Well, one, it's 2 rounds reloading. So you fire it, and then you've got to spend 2 rounds reloading all 4 barrels. But it's currently loaded. You're able to, since you disarmed it, you dropped, you put it into a safe position, and it operates the same damage as your normal pistols, but it functions like a breath weapon. So you get a small 15-foot cone
Of buckshot.
Oh my god.
of shot.
we were kind of like
Oh my
watching him,
God.
definitely just take this trap apart. With how well you were able to disarm these traps in here, would you be able to be setting these traps up when we make camp at night? Like, are you able to do these in the reverse order?
Possibly. I don't see why not.
That's fantastic. When we're trying to be safe in the dark woods, we could have been having traps as a perimeter. Actually, it's quite interesting to watch you go through it all, but maybe...
I actually have traps. I open my bag
What?
and I show her my bear traps.
Everyone has traps!
Yeah, see,
Wait.
I've had them, but they're hunting traps. The teeth. I also have deer antlers.
Just going through our bags now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all like, what do you got? What do you got?
Yeah, can we
It's
get
been-
out of the sewer now?
We've been playing for almost 100 hours, so we're gonna look at our inventories for the first time.
The ladies are comparing. The ladies are comparing their purses right now.
Yes.
By
What if
ladies, you mean you guys?
Yeah, the 2 of you.
Yeah!
So anyway, we're gonna leave now.
Okay. Which
Retracing our steps.
in retracing your steps? Okay.
Trying to
To
also be listening in because, like Leora pointed out, if there's boards there, it means someone else could be down here, and normally, like, anything from hobos to whatever.
And the markings on the wall.
Wait, what markings on the wall? You guys
she didn't see them when you walked
no,
in.
remember? I didn't.
Oh.
What do you
didn't see
mean
the-
markings on the wall?
We saw the
the
scratching.
you know, the
The
triangle thing
The
with
the horned rat?
spear- Yeah.
We're
Yes.
going now. We're going now.
Yes?
Let's be very. We need to leave.
All right.
Skaven. Skaven. Yes, but they may not be looking to pay us for being here. We haven't necessarily done any cleanup work for them. So let's go.
Okay, carefully going.
You make your way a little bit swifter now, aware of your surroundings,
Wind's carry.
tracing your steps backwards through the sewers. You find yourself at the foot of the ladder leading up to the bookstore. Do you continue to where you entered in through the alleyway? Okay.
Yes, because we would be seen the moment we came out of the
Yeah, if we
bookstore
went out
and
through the ladder.
exit.
I mean, if there's no one, if there's no real urgency,
I
Let's
think
just go the way we
found
came.
what we came for.
Yeah.
We should get out discreetly.
Yeah, I mean, we'll
Right.
try and do that again. That's gonna be fun.
You start heading. You've navigated the ladder enough, and your rope is still there, so you're able to use it to get back up.
We go in the reverse order. I
I'll
would
go
say.
first.
You don't really have to make the checks now because
Yay!
you
Going up.
all of you have walked. All of you have used the ladder now. You understand it, and 4 people have traced over
Are
it.
we attuned to
They've-
the ladder?
You've knocked off enough of the slime and mold and fungus that would grow on such a ladder, making it slippery. You've wiped it
Okay.
off enough so it's not as slick.
Okay. Go up first. I want to move the grate to get out.
Okay. You didn't use your full weight to pull it down, and
Yeah.
it's not sealed by the pavement anymore, so you're able to kind of pop it off. And you enter back into the streets of Altdorf.
We all able to get
Streets of
up?
Altdorf. Just the streets.
I wanted
Thank
to
you.
see the city. I've never
After
been to the city. This
everyone
is not
gets
the
up-
side of the city I wanted to see.
Okay.
All 4 of you make your way up the ladder and onto the alley level.
I untie the rope and I put the grate exactly back the way it was. Put the rope away. On any. Oh.
Make perception tests.
11.
Starting to think your old dice are loaded now if you're rolling this many 20s.
14.
Or he
It's-
might be lying and we just can't read
Yeah,
it.
Look,
we can't read it. It's fine.
It's fine.
Whatever.
Oh no, he's gonna send a
Yeah,
picture
he's all
of the
thinking.
cat now.
Yeah.
I pissed him off.
You
I
did.
think. Good job, right?
Well, he did buy those loaded dice from Yosef, so I'm gonna side-eye them real kindly.
So a 20, a critical.
No,
What did
11.
11?
I think I got either a 12 or 14 out.
Brand. Here's the footsteps in the street. Sounds almost 7 people, 7 or 8, running from the direction of the bookshop towards your alley.
and there's no.
The fence. Can we hike up the fence?
The fence was the grate.
No,
Yes?
there was a fence at
tall
the
is the
end of the.
fence?
Okay.
How
let's-
tall is the fence?
It's like a 10-foot fence.
What kind of like? Can you get footing in it? Is it just like?
It's vertical wooden slats.
Can you
Oh,
Misty step
great.
other people with you? Damn. Just like,
Someone gets left behind.
yeah.
Um,
tried that
I
shit.
can try and give someone food.
And it's at
Still
this
high.
point we're gonna take our break.
Ah,
So you guys can take a break. I'm sorry I had to.
If someone's coming, we could either try and hop that fence, or I can make 2 people completely invisible if we can't all get over the fence in time, but whoever gets over the fence can just run.
I can try and push you up.
Oh god. I'll try.
As Carmen and Lanira start to perform their little 2-person pyramid,
Up, 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 up.
you've got a foot in the interlocked hands. You've got the hands on the shoulder.
I've
You're
got-
getting
Look at
ready
her
to.
and I'm like,
I've got my hand on a music box just in case.
how many people can you meet?
Don't worry about me.
What does that mean?
That doesn't make you
That
invisible.
doesn't-
No, but I can
Yeah.
blend next to the. I can blend in with the wall.
If you want to try and hide.
Yeah,
okay.
you can try and
um,
hide in stealth. I'll give you more. Let you decide if you want to use invisibility or not, and then I'm moving
Okay, sorry,
forward
I'm
with
trying to
stuff.
read. Okay, creature touch becomes blah, 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 anything, blah, blah, blah. I can do 2 people, I believe.
Does the
3.
hummingbird
3.
question?
Great, you can do all 3
I
of
think
us.
3, right? There's 4 of us!
Yes, but if I boost you,
And then
That's-
hope I run quickly.
That's what I was going to ask. With the hummingbird ring, if she were to boost you up over it, would that help you? Would that ring help you gain a little height? And,
I don't
and go over.
watch her. I mean, yeah. She's just trying to climb now while they're talking to her. And so I'm just going to try and hop over that.
And that's when they turn the corner.
Ladylike kind
What
of
are
dangling
they?
over-
At the front... Oh, I would have had you guys rolling checks if you were going to make it over the top.
Oh, okay. We're not doing that. Okay, so she
You're
kinda
not
gets
just
down.
getting to hoist over for free. Like it's a 10-foot high fucking fence. There would be athletics
I
checks
still
involved.
like our plan. Back and forth.
But you
I like
guys
to
were
stand
working
on you.
towards doing that. I was letting you guys make any other choices if you really wanted to vault
All right,
over.
so she's gonna.
There was a little unsuredness,
She's gonna
so
slap her hand on Carmen and make her invisible.
Okay.
Okay. Alright.
I didn't.
No?
I wasn't
you
able
guys,
to boost you though.
you guys were
Alright.
starting to boost. You were doing those things. Your indecision will lead to
That's fair.
time being taken away.
Okay, this
I
is
was
a lie.
looking at.
You were no. You were doing you had already declared what you were doing. You two were fiddling around trying to get ready to hoist up, while Lanira was like, "Wait, I could maybe magic, but possibly no foot." Okay, the two of you going back and forth led to a little bit of indecision.
Okay.
The end of the 30-foot alleyway. It is blocked by a witch hunter and his 7 compatriots. He stands a little bit taller than the rest of them. They look a little bedraggled themselves, though. Possibly from running away from a angry mob. But they stand there stern still. Glaring.
Mira kind of squares her shoulders like, this is what we're doing. She's like, what business do
Carmen
you...
looks
She's like,
around.
what business do you have with Wardens of the Empire, may I ask?
It's funny. Allowing an elf to speak for those of the Empire. My authority does not come from the Empire. It comes from a higher order. You are coming with us. You are under the arrest of Sigmar's holy witchfinders. You have questions to answer. Lay down your arms, and no excessive harm will come to you. As he takes a step forward, hand resting on the basket hilt of his rapier, the other hand resting on the butt of a pistol in the front of his belt.
Linear trades a
Like
glance to Carmen
I'm
like...
glancing back and forth at the fence, considering trying to chop it down.
Well, the two of us can fuck off through it. I can thunderstep, you can misty step. Yes, that's true. This, to be fair, she kind of just looks at Carmen and is like, well, Knight of Sigmar, do you trust them?
No.
She kind of just like, fight or stand, fight or go. Come on.
There's a lot of them.
Not a
We saw the
particular-
damage they did to.
A
What's his
one
name?
book owner? Oh, I am more than a book owner, and so are you.
You hear steel breach
Do we know?
leather.
Do we know if their order is like an actual thing or if they're fuck all crazy? Like,
It's an actual order. Sigmar's Holy Witchfinders is basically the official title of Witch Hunter, or one of the Witch Hunter orders.
and they technically take their orders from.
Whichever high religious leader will give them the authority. They're kind of...
Oh yeah, I was.
It's kind of weird. They're not an official imperial thing, but
Yeah.
they're scary enough, and they're authoritative enough. And they're used as kind of a cudgel in certain situations by certain... They have enough religious backing that they could be considered an arm of the church.
Okay.
You can take that. Look relatively.
As I said, you hear steel breech leather from behind you.
Look at the fence.
She's watching
No.
the witch hunters.
Nils has drawn his greatsword. And takes a step forward, not grasping it by the hilt or the pommel. He's holding it by the blade again. He stands next to Carmen. This blade is yours. I will do whatever you say with it.
Nils. I'm gonna say kind of quietly. Drop down.
Second she says
I
that,
hand him my axe.
Oh, no.
My other axe.
The other axe.
What?
Lanier's going
Hold them
to...
back.
Would your thunder wave?
Hold them back, and I start.
So Lanier casts Thunder Wave at 3rd level and just fucking explodes it out. She's like, hold them back. That's what you want. We're doing this. And just fucking smashes the
Are you
staff
able
down.
to break the fence?
All right. So at that point, roll initiatives, everybody.
Oh my god.
Oh, listen, you are like the captain in our group. You want this? We do this. I stand with you.
Over my
Okay.
arms to witch hunters.
I am now rolling my newer dice from. I am now rolling my newer dice from tabletoploot.com. I rolled a 20 for initiative.
I have a 17.
You have
Yeah.
a very good microwave. Hold on a second here. All right. So, what is your total initiative?
My total initiative is then 23.
Oh. Nils has a negative.
Yeah, I think he does.
Yeah, negative.
And I'm yuffie as fuck.
17.
What is?
Nils has 11. Carmen has 9.
Oh no, Carmen!
Yeah, I know. I know.
Okay.
I never roll well on initiative.
You
Really
don't, which is
bad
funny.
for
That's a tank.
Yes,
Yeah.
or you, and you also never rolled well on perception
No, I
rolls
did.
either,
I rolled
except
20.
tonight.
Listen, today was a night to
Yeah,
drink.
the die
Wait,
was like, oh, she's not
Nils
happy
is
with
on an
me.
11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we're doing this. We're
We're
making
doing
choices in life.
Yes.
Okay, I got.
We've done it before.
Yeah, nah, listen. I don't.
Just
Lanier
sucks
doesn't
'cause
care for fucking witch hunters. Let me say.
You guys gotta have our backs, like hold them back with magic or something, because our backs are now to them while we're trying to chop
You only
down
need a
the thing.
small fucking hole for us to get through, and then they'll
know.
just be following us anyway. And they could shoot through a fence.
Fun,
we
but
could
at least
push-
we're not cornered,
Yeah, that's true. It's very true.
and we can.
I mean-
Misty, like I can Misty step.
Oh, yeah.
You can bring someone with you.
Yeah.
All
We
right,
need to figure out what we're doing
Hildebrand.
with the other people.
All right.
Only one other person then.
God.
This is such a choice.
I know this
I-
is a choice.
I take out the duck foot.
Oh
Yeah! Oh, fuck shit up!
Aren't you glad I told
Okay.
you to take it? Oh no! Hold it.
Are there
What's your
people
dexterity
behind
plus 10? Your dexterity bonus plus 10.
us? Are we gonna kill more peasants today?
My dex bonus plus 10, that would be 13 altogether.
Basically, this is a physical save DC, so it works similar to a spell save DC.
Okay.
So what's your spell save DC? But instead of the charisma, what's your dexterity?
Okay, my
What's your spell save DC normally?
14.
All right. So switch out your charisma bonus.
Which is plus 3 anyway.
What's your dexterity bonus?
Plus 3. They're both plus 3.
Oh, so it's a 15. Okay, cool. I have to make a few rolls.
Oh man, we made it. Yeah, we did.
All right, roll damage.
We always
Oh, I
have-
didn't even shoot yet. I just took it out. I didn't say I...
Oh, I thought you were
Alright,
shooting
alright.
because we just rolled for initiative.
Okay, so...
You're not rolling to hit.
Are you holding it until
It's
they
a save.
come forward?
It's like a breath weapon. You fire a cone, and then they have to dodge it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoever
so I don't-
fails gets hit by a bullet.
Oh, okay. So just pulling the trigger, I don't have to
To hit.
to hit.
No. Tilted your head weird. I'm confused.
There's a thing in chat that I am not aware of.
What?
Activated a football giveaway for 13 others in chat. Cheer any amount to get a foot. Oh. The foosball.
What? Oh,
The
it's a Twitch
foosball.
event?
Foosball.
It's the devil.
It's the football. The actual football around the world. All right.
Oh, the soccer.
Interesting.
It's the world. It's World Cup.
Yeah, it's World Cup.
Well, so us nerds
Just they
know.
were fucking with me there. Okay,
Okay.
so you just roll damage
Oh.
when you fire it, and then they roll to dodge your dexterity
Okay.
save DC.
So it's a D10 per.
No. Just roll a D10 plus your dex, and then that's each person
Oops, wrong
gets
one.
everybody who failed that takes that damage.
All right. So it's a D10 plus my dex bonus. So 7 points.
You see 3 of them recoil as bullets slam into their shoulders, and since this is the first time you're firing it, the 4th round pegs into the wall just to the right of them.
Okay.
But you see 3 of them fall back as they were clustered a little bit together, and it was almost impossible to miss. So 3 of them take 7 damage each.
And that's just for starters.
So that was your attack action.
Yes. Oh. Ooh. My. You know what? I know that you can come through and get through that fence. I'm giving her my last bardic inspiration.
Okay.
And I don't believe I have anything else I can do that's a bonus action, or. And there's no place to really move. Nope, I'm done.
Is there anything in the alleyway that we can take cover behind at all, or is it just like straight up an empty alley with the grate with the fence?
There's really no other, it's a solid wall on either side. There's the grate in the floor where the witch hunters are coming from, and the fence behind you.
Yeah. Okay. There's nothing upward?
No.
Can we open the grate? And
I mean, there's
fall in?
the building to your right, but there's windows maybe
Try.
20 feet up.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
second floor
I just was
windows.
curious what the scenario.
It was it's this rubbish strewn alleyway.
Yeah.
Nothing really to speak of. So it is Lanira's turn anyway, so
Okay. That thunder wave at third level.
Is that the one that pushes him back?
I do
All
want
right.
to use fire, considering.
so what's
Yeah.
what's the
we don't
save
want the
again?
mob after us.
Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy. Well, that was terrible
For them or for
for
me?
them.
Okay.
Fuck them.
Wilhelm screams.
Oh, for everyone above first level. So if I'm
Only
doing
one
it
of them is
third,
named
I take-
Wilhelm, all right?
Does that mean I roll?
So
four?
yes,
I need
Wilhelm
one more.
screams.
Each above first. Each above first. So, what level are you casting at? Third.
Third.
So it starts with
The
2d,
two, yeah.
and then you add 2 more.
Oh, okay. So
Do
I
you need
need
an
I need to
extra?
borrow one more die, please. Thank you, friend.
You're welcome.
Okay. I don't. Let's just see how that goes. So
God.
3, 4, 5, plus 12, 13, 14, 15, 17 total.
17 total.
Oh, I know which one there is.
No.
5 of them are thrown. How many feet back is it per?
10 foot per spell slot?
Hold on. No, it's wrong.
No, it's a static distance. It's the damage gets increased.
Oh, I was reading the wrong one. That was 10 feet away from us.
10 feet further away.
Yeah.
What's the range on that total?
A 15 foot.
All right, yeah, 5 of them.
A small. I figured it's an alleyway.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I should have asked what
Yeah.
the.
It's okay.
Any of them the ones that I shot?
3 of them. Well, hold on. Let me describe.
Okay.
5 of them fly back out of the alley as the wave of force crushes them. Not to death,
Wouldn't cry.
but it's almost as if each of them get hit with a battering ram of force, lifting them off their feet and flying 10 feet back almost into the middle of the street. Falling, holding their chests and moaning.
That leaves 2 of them.
The captain, the one at the front with the pointiest of hats, and one other stand side by side in the middle, bracing themselves against the force. Nils' turn.
Nils try and chop the. Wait, so my question is, I didn't attune to the new axe yet, but I can still use it as a physical
You
weapon.
can use it as a physical weapon.
But it doesn't have all the extra special shit yet.
No.
Okay.
It counts as a normal battle axe for now until you
So
attune.
it's not the +6, that's 7 to hit, it's +6 still. Okay. So I'm gonna give, I guess that one to Nils for now. Attempt to fall with the
Okay.
axe. It chopped down from the wall.
Make an attack roll.
Okay, Nils.
Poor defenseless wall.
Don't let me down, Nils. Don't let me
No
down.
pressure!
Do the thing.
Julie.
Okay.
You know, a 14-year-old boy is stronger than either
Well,
of
I have
us.
to now calculate what his
He's
to hit would
16.
Even still.
Yeah. That makes sense.
be. How do you calculate the to hit for the axe? What are the modifiers? I just want.
Oh, it's strength plus proficiency bonus.
So, strength is
He's
2
got a 4.
plus 3. Yeah, 5. All right, it's 5 for him.
That's
So
almost
to hit,
twice
he gets a
us.
15.
He starts making progress. Roll damage.
The axe is a d8 plus. What would I add to the attack? It's strength, you said?
Yes.
It would be +2.
Good lad.
By the way, the taller and pointier the witch hunter hat, the more authority that witch hunter
Well,
has.
that's like the spikier the armor.
Yes, the more evil.
Yeah. No, it's
More spikes is more chaos.
God damn it, Nils. Got a 3.
Well, they also say that
3 damage.
the more evil you are, the more majestic your goatee.
He starts making chops and chunks are starting to come out of it,
Okay.
and you see a few gaps in
All right.
in the wood, but it's still standing.
Keep at it,
You're
lad.
not getting through it
Yeah.
right now. That's when
Pointy hat.
the one standing forward, the captain looking one, draws his rapier and his pistol. Says, "You have made a grave mistake attacking Captain Draben of Sigmar's Holy Witchfinders. Your justice shall not be swift, shall be long and merciless." And he charges forward, attacking the one that shot at them. Actually, no, he's going to attack the witch first, obviously, because, well... Yes, this is what it feels like to be attacked.
Squire, can I ask for a replacement on my energy drink since I'm gonna need to be empowered? Shield!
And can I have a lollipop?
No, you can't, actually, because we're on stream. It makes a horrible sound.
Don't you
And we
wanna
just
hear
left
that?
the sewers, so...
Why wasn't I given a lollipop in the
What's your
sewers?
AC with the shield?
Would you like a Bard snack? The Bard snacks don't make that noise.
No, we don't.
Trying to get a broken one.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
19.
The rapier gleams with a yellow, golden, holy light as he pulls it across his chest next to his face and lunges forward. The white magic of the shield starts to spread across the front of Lanira's form, and the blade shatters it like a thin plane of glass and drives his rapier deep into her shoulder before pulling it back and stabbing it again into her hip. Doing...
Well, I'm gonna fuck this asshole up. I don't like him. I didn't like his fucking hat, and I didn't like him to begin with. That's it.
It was
13
patient.
damage.
That's not.
Well, look at my health!
With the 2 stabs of the rapier. And as he pulls back the rapier from the second stab,
That's all I have
he
left.
pulls his gun forward and aims it straight at her chest.
Oh my god.
And I rolled another 19.
I'm down. There's no way.
Causing another 10 damage.
Even though I'm
somebody
like near
sleep-
her,
somebody
I don't
sleeping
get
on the
my
couch tonight.
She can impose...
Oh, she has to. Okay.
She has to use a reaction to impose it, but if you were turning around to chop at the wall...
Yeah. That was 10
Yeah.
damage? An
Yeah.
additional 10?
Another-
Nils
an
was
additional
chopping at the
10.
wall, not you.
Thank you.
Nils was, but I'm next to him, about to do the same
Yeah,
thing.
she had to step forward.
I'm assuming that the only person I'm giving that to is Nils right now because I'm next.
Yeah, the only
Yeah,
person
yeah,
you were
that's fair.
standing next to is Nils. You have to be within 5 feet of the person you're going to defend. And Lanira had to step forward to do the Thunderwave blast.
Yeah. Fine. No, it's fine.
It is Carmen's turn as she hears the blade dipping into elven flesh and the crack, hiss, and bang of
It's
a
because I took off my
flintlock.
fur.
Yes. All right.
And you feel the warmth of the blood as it splashes out of the wounds, the exit wound of the pistol blast. You can feel it on your neck.
I'm going. Carmen looks to Nils like, keep going, and she runs forward toward this guy, using ensnaring strike. Like getting it's a
Takes a bonus action to cast. All right.
All right. So she's using ensnaring strike, and now she's gonna try and hit.
You can make 2 attack actions.
Yes.
2 attacks. The first one that hits gets affected by the
Yeah,
ensnaring strike.
Okay. Wow, 2 18s. So plus, well, do they hit? Is 18? I have to add.
Yeah, they
plus
hit as
6,
18s.
24. Yeah.
Yeah,
just
they
making sure.
both
Okay,
hit.
they both hit.
I'm fairly
both
sure
hit.
you had enough of a strength bonus and proficiency
Yes.
bonus.
I'm just making sure. Okay, so now that she's hit, I guess I'll do. Do you want to do damage and then the thing for ensnaring strike?
What does ensnaring strike do as an effect again?
It is. Next time you hit a creature, a writhing mass of thorny vines appears, and the target must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained until the spell ends.
Okay, so you hit, and so do damage, and then I'm going to make this
Okay.
this strength test against, which he fails miserably.
Oh, so
Did
he
he?
is.
Yeah.
So he's bound,
Okay.
is he?
Because until the spell ends. But let me do damage. And also, I think he takes damage while he's stuck in the vines. Let me read that though. Hold on, let me get my.
Roll your damage first.
Yeah, let me find my other.
Here.
No, it's fine. I need to use mine because I'm super.
Please! I'm not alone!
Please. All right. So, and then I would add 6 because it's 2 hit. All right. So we got. That's 8 plus 6 is
14.
14, and that is for both hits. And the ensnaring, while restrained, the target takes 1d6 piercing damage at the start of each of its turns. A creature restrained by vines, or one that can touch the creature, can use its action to make a strength check against your spell save DC. On a success, the target is freed. So I guess his friend can.
Yes,
These are the bolos, right?
No.
Well, no,
Well-
this is my actual axe.
Oh no, you're not attuned to that axe.
No, I gave him.
Yeah, the axe that you have to attune to it to use the properties of it.
Yeah, I know.
But you haven't. But she has Entangling Strike anyway as a spell.
Yeah.
Which is how she cast
that's
it.
what I'm doing.
Okay.
She can use the bolos, but we also discussed that as you guys grow in power, you actually have shit happen. And the last time she did this spell, it was not the bolos. It was actual vines
Yeah.
coming up out of the
Oh,
ground.
okay.
The spell is actually my.
It's a paladin spell.
Yeah, the paladin ability, what's it called? The channel divinity, the nature's wrath. That's an actual I look at a thing and the vines happen.
This
and
is
that's,
a
that was the
paladin spell.
bolas. Yeah, but this is a spell.
Yeah.
That was just the channel divinity. Technically, I can do
Okay.
this 2 ways.
3 ways now once you attune to the axe.
Okay, so this fucker. All right.
The axe comes in and he tries to deflect with a rapier versus an axe, though. It's a little bit of a war of attrition that a rapier wielder cannot win. And the axe slams into his tacet on his hip and presses it in against his side, knocking his leg down. And as soon as his knee touches the ground, thorny vines just whip out and in an instant just snap around his knee and hold him fast to the ground. And as he pulls his rapier up to defend against the next strike, it comes down and slams into a pauldron, driving him further to the ground again.
Avenge me.
What was that you were saying?
The other
Yeah,
guard.
I'm now in front of her, for reference.
I'm like, leans against.
The other guard unhooks an axe from one from part of his belt and draws. It looks kind of like a broadsword, actually. A little bit thicker than a standard blade. Looks like almost like a gladius, a short broadsword. And he takes a cut and a stab at Carmen, who just attacked.
Does he run past me to attack the vines? Or to attack Carmen?
No, they were both in front of you.
Oh,
to do
okay.
those things, to do the spell, she had to step forward a little bit past you to do the spell. So
Okay.
you're behind them. Just behind them. Not far, but you're no attacks of opportunity. to get
Hildebrand,
past.
can you shoot through a fence?
What's your defense
I
again?
don't think
It's 18.
I don't think the pistol would.
All right.
No. Like, if you're on the other side.
Shield in hand. This poor guy stands no chance. Both the axe chop and the sword stab are easily deflected away. Also, he's on your shield side, so you could have forgotten about him. The deflections just rudimentary, just ping ping. Now it's Hildebrand's turn.
All right. I will drop the duck foot.
Okay. You can put it away. You don't have to, it's not the old rules where it's like you can't put something away. You
All right,
literally
'cause I
have
don't
to drop it.
Well, I have not had the chance yet to cable it.
Well, no,
to
but
my
you
harness.
can literally put it into your belt.
Okay.
And it's a one-shot thing, so you don't have to worry about shooting off your ass. It's all 4 barrels shoot at once.
Okay.
So you can put it away and draw your rapier.
All right. So I draw the rapier, and I'll draw one of my regular pistols.
Regular pistols. All right.
And I'm not going to worry so much about Captain Spaulding there in his little vine trap. So I'll go for guard number 2.
Okay.
First, I'll just take a quick look over. Are all the rest of them still going?
Oh, they're still on the ground rolling.
Might want to heal.
Okay, actually, yes. That's what I'm going to do.
He can still arm himself before he does this, though.
All right, I'm going. So I'll do that. I'll arm myself.
So instead of arming the instead of pulling out the pistol, you need the free hand to cast the.
Right. All right. So back on the belt. I've got my rapier out. I go back, or I go forward, and little healing song.
What level are you casting it at? Mister, I got spell slots for days.
Yeah, shit. Cast it at the best.
Oh, thank you.
I will. I'll only have 3 mana left after this, but I'm going to use it at level 3. So that means she'll get
3d8 plus
3d8
9.
plus
Can I-
9.
When he goes to touch me to heal, can she grab the pearl that was dangling from her and hand it to him? Say thank you.
the pearl.
The pearl gives him 3 mana for the day. If he
Oh,
Oh!
that's right, the pearl of power.
Oh, the Pearl of Power.
So you can get back 3 mana.
Oh,
But that's as an action he'd have
Yeah.
to sacrifice to get that back.
All right, so here, in the meantime,
You could also wait until the end of the fight to do that.
No, it's
what was the
4
total plus? Plus 9?
Yeah.
20. All right, so let's see, that's 28 you get back.
Cool.
I think that's what's supposed to be.
What is his,
I rolled.
Cure wounds. What is the exact phrasing of after beyond first level?
Yes, the healing increases by 1d8 for each slot level above first.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
So it's not. You don't add all of the. Okay,
Alright,
so
okay.
it would only be.
And what's your modifier?
So what was the total that he just said to heal you by? 24?
24, I think?
Or is it 28? Did you say?
No, 28, because I
Oh.
rolled 19 points
So it's-
plus 9.
Okay, so it's actually 22 because it's
Okay.
just the charisma modifier once.
So
Okay.
The
10,
levels just add dice.
Okay, right.
12, 14, 16, 20.
Teamwork.
So 20.
22.
That's 23 then that she got back instead of
22?
29.
19.
It's two. Let's 2 3s. That would be 6. So
1 3. You only add the charisma
Right.
modifier
I'm saying
once.
23 is less than is 6 less than the 29.
You said
23.
28.
It's 19. All right. So actually, then it would be 22.
22, as I said.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Okay.
So 22.
That's fine. At least me with one thing. She like grabs his arm that touched her. Thank you. That's more than enough. And she just fucking straightens out and like, let's go.
Okay.
And that would be your turn, unless you have a bonus action you wish to take.
No, and I guess that means I can't. Even though I have 2 attacks, I guess that doesn't mean I can't use that one attack and then it.
Extra attack means on the when you take
one
the
I can
attack
shape.
action,
You can
you
shape,
you can
'cause I'm
attack the
wondering
number
why
of
he
times you have
has,
extra
like,
attacks.
can
It does
shape
not
like
mean that you get
this,
extra actions in
even though it's an
combat.
evocation.
Okay, then that's all I
It would hurt everybody.
Yeah.
can do. Other than I will now
If it
take one of my pistols back out. Can I do that?
So you produce your pistol and you produce your rapier.
Yes, I know. Which I started to do
I know.
If
before.
they have anything that are like
It is Lanira's turn now.
then you could it would be
I
that
saw
shape.
Captain Draven.
Okay, no, we're fine. Sorry, we're good. Fucking really, she just straight up gets pissed and she's 3 streaks of fire come out and she's just gonna like rake the scorching ray at both of them.
Well, you have to pick how many are attacking into each. You have 3 beams.
Oh no, she's unloading 3 into the captain.
Okay, so
No,
it's
I'm
not
not
raking.
I love the fact that he can't get out of the vines.
So you have
She's trying.
you
not
have
to-
advantage on
Yeah.
each beam. So roll 2 dice 3 times. Each one being advantage for each one.
Oh, actually, this is at 3rd level. Sorry. So
He's
3rd level,
gonna
that's
get one
3
hell of a
mana.
sunburn.
I can't imagine him living much longer. Like,
Fucking
what is he,
ending. She's
superhuman?
Not cool with this. Hold on. Well, turn. Okay. 2d6 plus additional rage slot above 2. Okay, so that's. Oh, I'm gonna have to do these separately because if it's
Yes, you're supposed to
3.
do them separately. Well, no,
all
no,
right, so it's gonna be 4 rays.
4 raise. Okay, so you have to roll
Okay.
2. No. It's not automatic damage. You have to roll to hit on Scorching Ray. Like I said, but you have advantage because
So
of
two-
the
2d20.
restrainment.
Okay.
So
The first one is a 10.
Roll again though.
you have
Yeah.
advantage.
11.
Grand total 11.
It's a.
It's a spell attack, so just add
Oh.
your spell attack bonus.
Oh, then plus 7. Sorry.
So 18.
18.
First one hits.
Okay, sorry.
No. Just count up how many hit, and then we'll do damage. And you have advantage, so take the higher.
So 15 plus 7.
2 hit.
17 plus 7.
Roll it again, you might get a critical.
No.
So
16.
3 hit.
Yeah. And then the last one. No, it was a 6 plus 7.
13.
Okay, so 3 of them hit.
Okay.
Now, roll damage 3 times.
Okay. 5, 7.
Mm-hmm.
5. 3.
16 damage total.
Fucking suck. Fucking mindless zealots that prosecute
So she
people.
You see the fires of Akshi flow from the staff into her hand, and with this clawed, with a clawed gesture, 4 beams rocket from each finger
A blue flame.
of blue fire. 3 of them jabbing into his form and igniting part of his clothes in certain spots, and the 4th scorching a trough into the stone. He's not happy.
He's not happy.
How fucking happy do you think I was? She even was like,
Last time you piss off a chick with a positron glider.
Logically,
know,
I was
buddy.
like, wait, she's like, I shouldn't use fire, you know, if anyone sees fire out here, I want to be sensitive to their loss because these poor people. No, I'm fucking lighting him up. That was horrible. That's the most damage I've ever taken. Period. In this game.
Yeah.
Really? Even the
I know,
vampire.
I've
It
done
is-
my job.
Even the vampire didn't
It's
gut you that hard.
Nils's turn.
Nils is keeping chopping. He's obeying orders.
All right, make his attack and roll damage if you break a
Even
13.
Even the
Okay.
vampire gutting you didn't hurt that much.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did break a 13.
Okay.
So damage is 2d8.
I mean, it kind of
two.
makes sense. I can't explain it to you because you guys never figured that out yet, but like, it makes sense.
What? That the vampire didn't?
I'm not giving you more. You can fucking puzzle that
Oh,
shit out on
nice.
your
I got
own.
an 8. 10 damage against the
Hey,
fence.
good job,
There's like a
Nils.
lot of HP bar above the fence.
At this point, they might
Oh, look
die
at
by the time like
look
she
at this, a
gets
dwarf with a
through.
flail. You girdly.
Well, you see, the thing is that, like, see, he's left his flail here. That first mistake. Don't leave your flail just around.
You have flailed this city.
Oh,
So-
God.
I'm very tempted to just start spinning it, but I don't want
No,
to break
do not.
anything in
That
this
is-
general
that is
area.
not a-
Squire, I am forbidding you from doing that action.
You're not my real mom.
Oh,
but I could
oh, oh,
Where is she? She ain't here, is she?
Oh, I believe
You
I
haven't-
believe that
you
is the
haven't un-
shit done getting real.
You haven't unlocked my backstory yet.
You know you're an orphan, alright? Your mom left you.
Oh shit! Oh snap!
Say you're sorry.
You did not go there.
What? Someone gave bits, and I bet it's because they're like, orphan boy.
Oh my God, Alphonsus, thank you very much for the 1,000 bits.
Oh,
Whoa.
God, thank you.
Alphonsus came back from last
He
week.
says, "Don't leave flails around while drinking." Very true.
Good.
I've been a good squire. I'm a sober squire.
Dwarf with a
Hashtag
dwarf
sober
with
squires.
a dwarf wouldn't use a flail. That's a
Nils
little
got
girl's
10
weapon.
damage on the fence.
Sorry, guys, I've been.
It's okay. Don't worry, we were fucking with the fence, man. It's a lot of work.
10 damage.
Ting, ting.
Just
Cards
before we
wrap
get
upon
right
you.
back to it, Alphonsus, thank you very much for the 1,000 bits. Okay. What did Nils do damage-wise?
10 damage.
10 damage. Okay, he's actually starting to make headway. He's almost got, he's got like 2 or 3 of the slats.
That's a tough fence.
You ever seen a
gotten
properly
2
made
chops
fence? Like
Not
a
in this
properly
neighborhood.
made. Next.
Hello?
Is
Does
gets-
he take damage?
well, he gets to make a strength test to break out of it.
Well, he takes 1d6 piercing at the start of each of its turns. You can use an action
To try and break out. Okay.
Yeah. All right, but he takes the 1d6.
Did she burn his hat?
I'm gonna roll the green one because it's nature damage in my brain.
Oh, no, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you failed me.
Oh,
One
nature has
damage.
failed
How
you
much
in this
damage?
city.
1d6, that's it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's on each of
You
its
can
turns.
hear. If you've ever been on a boat, you can hear the rope. Like a rope-like tightening sound as it. I'm doing a description, not a sound effect.
I'm sorry, I was trying
As
to
it
help.
tightens around his knee. He reaches down and starts, and with his sword stabs at the. He hits. He made his strength test.
He's stabbing nature.
Stabs at nature. Stabs at the vines, cutting himself free. He then looks you dead in the eye. Sigma will not forget your sins.
I would say the same to you.
He grabs the guard by like the waist.
His friend?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And in a flash of brilliant white light, vanishes from where he was. And you see him about 30 feet away
Where?
in the street
Behind?
amongst the rest of the fallen soldiers, his fallen compatriots, we could say.
Oh look, his name is Captain Greta because he's a chicken.
Seeing him do that, I'm like, quick, break
Magic
through
missile?
the fence.
Oh, I was gonna go for his knees. I'm sorry, I misread that.
It's not even your damn turn.
I'm sorry, she was yelling at me.
It will be Carmen's turn though now.
Go for the eyes, boo.
I'm gonna let him go. Like, fuck. I'm gonna chase him down to his friends.
They're
Dude's
all,
retreating.
they're all very, very hurt.
Wanna go after them?
I want to know why they thought to pick a fight with us. You longbow.
Because they're
Peck 'em
still
off.
mad that we killed that guy.
So what are you doing on your turn? There's a lot of talking and
Yeah,
not a lot of
sorry,
action
sorry.
taking.
How
Not
do they?
recording.
How do they know it was us? We changed our colors.
They
changed
know.
our-
No, we changed our clothes before we got to the,
Now it's not the time. I need action.
Action,
I'm
sorry.
You're
going
too
to
much
chop
discussion.
the fence.
Okay, you can take multiple attacks
Yeah,
too. So
I'm going to. No, we changed our clothes before we did that. They saw us when we were leaving. Remember? And
Yeah.
they wanted to chase us. All right, so both of these are shit rolls.
Nature's failing you today.
Yeah, it is. One's 10 and one is 14.
that's a hit.
Both of them or one?
Both of them.
Well, they are. It is a.
Static.
What is
target.
the DC of the fence?
Low. But it's got a lot of health. 'Cause
Good
It's, a
question
thick,
to
it's a
have.
thick fence, but it's easy to hit.
I feel like this is one of those really moments where you like have to be malleable as a DM to be like, what's the health point of this fence right now?
D&D is not very good for attacking objects, I
Yeah.
find. The idea of armor class does not work well for things that don't defend themselves.
Yeah, I feel like that would definitely be a question.
13.
Carmen spins around, walks up as Nils has been chopping away diligently, taking his swings. Carmen just spins around, walks over. The hole just bursts open.
Beef wife.
I look,
So
I look
good.
at Nils. I'm like, good job. Let's go. And I
He looks
yell
down at his
everyone.
own axe, defeated.
No, no, you did a good. You loosened it for me.
This is a pickle jar?
No, that was the sewer grate earlier.
Like,
Hey,
yo,
Carmen, you want to
come
loosen
on.
this pickle jar for me? Blasting your way through. You can hear the guards starting to get up behind you. you were still looking in the two of you were still looking in that direction.
Yeah.
You can see them picking Draven up and starting to carry him away, walking further and further away from the alleyway. He does not look to be in good health.
Maybe
He's limping. He needs help.
Maybe he should be in less good health.
We would need answers, not. Well, I mean, we can get answers out of this whole technically. But Lyra actually looks like she's like the.
We are out of combat unless you want to pursue them.
I told them to follow, but you guys can do what you want.
What do you want?
She looks like she's in the motion of like she's going to cast something. She looks to Carmen like,
There will be another day.
How are we supposed to do our investigation if they're going to be chasing us? Unless we come back with Johann. They would have to listen to
what?
wouldn't they?
Why?
If they get their orders from high ups of Sigmar, as far as they know, he's still a high up of Sigmar.
No, that makes no sense.
Sigmar has many orders. They don't always get along.
All right. Well, I'm not.
I know.
I do not know of such things. All right. Let's just go through the hole then, I guess.
She just like unclenches her fist and just looks so fucking defeated. And without the big fur on her shoulders, she looks that much smaller and just like bony.
I know.
and
I'm
angry.
frustrated too. I want to go after them and. Beat
There's
the
a
shit
lot
out
of them. You did a good job pushing them back, but all of them at once?
You all make your way into the back alleys of the Altdorf city buildings in this district, just near the university quarter. You can see to the other side, there's a couple of exits that you can make your way to another street.
You're gonna like zigzag a bit, not an exit.
You easily
close
find
by.
yourself, you're easily able to lose yourselves, or get yourselves lost in the crowd, while you can take a moment to decide what you're going to do next.
How are we supposed to find out where Jan went?
We have those names. Now we have first and last name. For lack of a better idea, we could go visit your friend, get more information. He said he knew many answers. But now we have a last name.
Let's back to the Hobbit.
So you have better idea.
Before we go any further, we don't know what other entities may pop up, be it Chaos or Sigmar. So that pearl I gave you, focus on that, and that should help you sure to yourself again if you need to cast. Then pass it back to me.
Take a moment,
Yeah.
and in about 6 seconds, you feel the power. It's very warm, and you feel almost reinvigorated. No, not almost. You feel yourself actually reinvigorated.
Okay.
Returning a bit of the arcane power you really don't know what you're doing with yet.
I just think it's funny how, like, for once Carmen isn't, like, rushing in headstrong, and y'all are like, let's chase them!
Like, yeah, alright, but think about how angry Lunira was when people mistreated the mutants. And then
I
witch hunters
know.
are like the epitome
assholes.
of judgment. Like,
Yes.
not a thing.
All right.
What time of day is it? Because do we need to be looking for lodgings? And if we do we need to be using different names?
Or we
different
need to try to get back to the caravan.
saying. I don't think we should be going back to the caravan because we need to find Carl. We can't just go.
Oh, the Crusade camp? Is what you were
Yes.
talking? Okay.
Also, we would have
Throw
to.
me off. It's
sneak-
more than
yeah,
a caravan.
Yeah, the camp. We need
It's
to find
mid.
Carl.
It's not that late in
Okay,
the
good.
day. It's
All right, I didn't know
barely
if this was, like-
afternoon. Yeah, remember you guys set off in the
Like 9 in the morning.
hearse really early, and it's only been maybe 2 or 3 hours. It's maybe noon, maybe 1 o'clock.
Okay. I didn't know how long we took when we were looking for information on
Early afternoon.
Thank you. But we do have a last name. That's something. That's a lot. A last name. If you are able to maybe shake down some kids on the street. That sounds terrible, but you know what I mean. find where this person is. The only lead we have for the time being, unless we find somebody else who's seen a lanky, disgusting man with a coffin on his back. You're looking at me weird. What is it?
Go ask some of them neighborhood kids if they've heard of Ansel.
Well, what about why don't we go check with Yosef?
It's gonna cost us.
It costs us maybe a copper if we ask some poor people. There's plenty of hobo on the street that I'm sure that have eyes that work that would take coin if we asked.
Well, we should ask them about those names that were covered. Any of them.
Pay like a copper per name. I don't know what the rate is. How do you do this?
I don't.
She's like not even.
Well,
Would I criminal background? I guess so.
how to bribe poor people.
Yeah, do you know how to bribe poor people?
Well, okay. Are you looking for Yosef, or are you trying to bribe poor people?
We're looking for information on.
You're
would I-
looking for information?
Yeah.
That's going to be gossip. Persuasion check.
Okay.
Every persuasion check will count as an hour. Are you guys helping, like canvas, with him?
Yeah, we're looking
All right.
around.
You'll be making them at advantage, and with them helping you, instead of it being an hour, it'll be a half hour per roll of you going. And so it takes you about another 45 minutes to get to a more populated area. This seems to be a small market, not a full market square situation, but there's a few open stalls, a few open doors. You can see
Do we have-
newspaper heralds,
Where's the
news
paper with-
heralds,
with
I should say.
Ansel's name on it?
I have it on my phone
With
because all the names
pictures.
were so fucking.
Yes.
There was. I didn't have time to transfer all.
So
the
make
names in.
make persuasion checks at advantage.
All right, I'll do that while they're looking for the name.
Ansel
Are you
Vormar?
okay? Are you looking specifically for one name, or are you looking like if anybody recognizes
I want
any
these
name?
names. Lettelin, Pickerheiner, Franz Schmidt, Ansel Vormar, Hank Karl Verdang.
Only the old names,
Yeah,
the ones that
Lorenz.
were under the what are you showing them? Are you just showing them a list of all of the names? Are you just saying these five? Are you just naming them? Like I need to
Well,
describe to me how you're actually walking up to these people.
okay, so you are walking up to people asking. Well, ask about Ansel first,
Yes.
and then ask about those other four names.
Also, if anyone has seen Johann. Remember, that's the entire reason we're even looking for these names.
I need you to you're picking
Yawns.
one thing to ask
Not
about.
Johann.
Gone. Sorry.
Yeah.
First, I'll ask about Ansel, and if they don't know, then I'll ask about. have
Any
you ever
name?
heard-
Or are you looking for Yosef?
No, I'm gonna browse through the
Okay.
through the poor. Like,
All right.
like we said.
Make two.
Make
Browse through the
It's
floor.
Persuasion
each-
with advantage.
Persuasion with advantage. Each one is a half an hour of investigation.
Well, that would be a 19. I rolled a 12.
Okay.
Oh wait. I'm sorry. No. 21.
Okay. You find a ditch digger. Looks like he's refreshing a latrine ditch for a public works project, so to speak.
It smelled worse.
Kind of standing there. I don't know an Ansel. All right, let's see this list. He starts looking over the list. Grigor. Yeah, I know Grigor Vladek.
Huh?
Weren't you one of them Black Magisters Vengeance killed? Vengeance of Sigmar.
Vengeance of Sigmar.
He was a banker, he was. When he weren't sacrificing virgins in his back garden, Vengeance sacrificed him. Strung him up with his own innards.
Well, that would do the trick.
And with a twin-starred comet badge nailed to his forehead. Saw it myself. It was over in the Hornplots.
How long ago would you say?
Oh, past month?
Oh, that recent.
Oh, yeah, Vengeance is great. Really sticking it to those bastards. Well, this ditch isn't gonna dig itself.
Yes, I toss him two coppers.
Oh, thank you. Puts it in his
You
pocket
wouldn't
and goes
happen
back
to have
digging.
seen... You've been out here all day?
Yeah?
Wouldn't happen to have seen a rather strange, misshapen man carrying a black box? Would you look sickly?
No, I haven't.
No? Because apparently he caused a big ruckus over on the other side of town.
Oh, it sounds terrible.
Well, if you'd see him, you would know him.
I bet
So
I would.
Be careful.
I will.
I thank you, sir.
You're welcome, sir.
Now gotta dig that ditch.
Okay. All right. So apparently, well, that might be why his name was covered up, because he dead.
No, he wasn't one of the covered ones.
Oh, he wasn't.
He's that one on the good sheet.
More to the point.
Aren't you glad I put this together?
More to the point. You said, I think I heard you guys talking. They strung him up by his own insides.
Yes.
So this is a radical section, even beyond just witch hunters in the streets. This definitely
This was also
sounds-
within the last month.
We may have pissed off
But it's
radical
there.
cults
Well,
today.
let's find out about more. If all of them have met untimely ends, I think
Make another.
we have our answer.
15.
15?
Yes.
All right. You find a street merchant selling looks like stale bread. Probably picked it off a more upper end bakery, and now he's selling it for a profit down to the poor. And what can I do for you?
Yes, I was wondering if you might
Want bread?
Oh, we'll take some bread, definitely, but I was wondering...
Oh, good. And he pulls out a bag and he starts putting loaves in.
I was wondering if you might tell me where I might be able to find some.
Oh, what are you looking for?
Ansel, what's the name again?
Yeah, Vormar.
Volmar?
Ansel Vormar?
Don't know an Ansel. Don't know any Vormars either. Can't help you.
Would you know?
That is the name, right? I'm reading it correctly.
Oh, you're the one with the sheet of
We
paper.
could ask about helmet.
Helmets.
You just showing him the list at this point.
On Aiden
Yeah.
Mouse.
He starts looking over the list. Oh! Ah! I know Maltus Duttringer's name.
All right.
He's also on the bottom right.
It's a bright wizard.
Ah, you know
He was
where?
well thought of in the colleges.
Do you know where he might be?
He's dead.
Dead?
Yes.
When?
Oh, the vengeance got him.
The vengeance got him.
Yep. Vengeance of Sigmar doing his job.
Those would be the witch hunters?
No. Vengeance of Sigmar. The witch hunters hate him. He's better at their job than they are.
Really?
Oh, yeah. He's never been wrong. Maltus? Strung up in a town square. Hold on, I have to turn off the combat noises.
Let me guess. By his own innards.
Nope.
There we go.
I mean, when you say
There we
they do the job better than the witch hunters, are you saying that a well-regarded bright wizard was involved in something unsavory?
Yeah, he had a third arm under his robes. Strung him up naked in the town square.
Now this vengeance,
Yep.
it's a group or is it one person?
One man.
What is his name other than vengeance?
Don't know. Just call him the Vengeance of Sigmar. He finds the corrupt, takes them out, strings them up, puts the badge in their forehead, and shows them for who they are. He's never been wrong.
I'm over Lauren. I've moved on.
Never...
Mutants. Corrupt. Never wrong. Attacks the rich and the poor corrupt alike.
Well, that's good. He shows no favoritism. Who
He
kills.
wears a black mask. Covers half his
God,
face.
I can't.
Long black coat.
How operatic. A half mask meaning like this?
No.
Does the mask have ears?
The ears are the comet tail.
Oh my god, yes! Oh my god, yes, please!
Alright, so if this was a superhero AU, that's what he looks like.
Yes.
Now you gotta draw superhero versions of all your
my
characters now.
God.
Congratulations.
Anyway.
You're welcome. Continue.
All right. That's fascinating.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
5 copper for the bread. He holds out the bag.
5.
Mm-hmm. It's very informative bread.
Yes, it's very informative bread.
Takes the copper.
It's the bread of knowledge.
Says, thank you, sir.
Nemesis.
There's this vengeance of Sigmar. Maybe
He
we
sounds
were.
awesome.
His face was just
I'm
like,
a fan.
Put that T-shirt away.
This
is.
Well, I mean, we should.
We keep investigating.
Wait.
You've only been at it an hour.
Yeah. If we were to maybe spread the rumor about Jan being touched by chaos and what he looks like, etc., if this vengeance of Sigmar is as good at his job as people are yammering about, maybe he can do the job for us, or at least put.
Do you know how someone might get in touch with this vengeance?
No, that's
You're asking the. What? Oh no. The easy way is to be a corrupt piece of shit, and then he'll find you.
Well, what if
You were a corrupt piece of shit? I wouldn't advise it.
no? But what if we knew of one in the vicinity?
Oh, he'll find him. Are you the corrupt piece of shit?
No.
Okay.
Are you?
No. I
We
sell
are
bread.
Have you seen any?
I'm not the vengeance, so I don't know.
Oh, you wouldn't be able to miss him.
The vengeance?
No, the corrupt piece of shit.
what is happening?
I don't know. It's like.
You know a corrupt piece of shit?
Well, he's a shortish man with pustules, hunched over, carrying a small black box over his shoulder.
Sounds terrible.
Yes, that's my point.
Actually,
He's a piece of shit.
It sounds like it.
Yeah.
not even that, but he was actually the cause of that crazy outbreak down earlier in town.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, horrible. Horrible.
Why are we explaining our life
Why
just starting to
All right,
random
let's go.
bread
Let's
together?
continue
He's just
on.
like, can I go sell my bread now?
As soon as you're done, bread!
That was the weirdest interaction in a while.
What the fuck?
I feel like we were all really out of character just now.
All right, let's go to the next one.
Okay.
All right, roll.
26.
Ooh.
There's a
I'll find a better brand of crazy.
there's a craftsman, a carpenter working in a small outdoor section of his shop. You go over and then approach him. Looking for a table.
No, not necessarily. Was wondering.
Because I'm working on a table.
You're working on a table. I rolled well on my
together.
persuasion.
Get your shit together, GM.
Sorry.
It's because we're not going and paying the other guy who's making us pay in other ways.
I did pay the other
I
guy.
didn't pay Yosef.
So, okay.
Yes, I did.
All right,
so
in
you
character,
see-
everybody.
I was wondering if, well, first of all, you haven't seen any rather unsavory characters walking Or
Well, not recently. Why
This
do you
will be-
ask?
hmm?
Why do you ask?
We're trying to locate a possible corrupt individual.
Terrible.
Yes, it is.
Why are you looking for?
To put an end to him.
Oh. How corrupt?
Boiling pustules,
Oh. Vengeance will find him.
carrying a small black box possibly containing a kidnapped child.
It sounds like something the Vengeance will find.
Well, we're hoping to find sooner than later, because that child's in a lot of danger.
Well,
So,
what can I do to help?
well,
We were hoping perhaps that you might have possibly seen him, or might be able to direct us to someone that might know of
elbow
him.
him. About the names.
I'm getting to that, and I elbow her back. Would you happen to know any of these people?
Oh yeah, that Von Stuck. He, got what he deserved.
Oh,
Nobleman's son. Dabbled in natural philosophy, he called it. Nothing natural about it. He was fond of... Yeah, he was found, hanging from a sign of the sheep and shears, not 2 months ago. Benched a Sigmar's badge nailed to his forehead. Turned out he was, leader of some kind of, pleasure cult, if you know what I mean. Dirty deviant.
oh dear.
was this within the past month as well?
You wanna go to the pleasure cult? It's dead now. But
No,
I could
no.
get in touch with somebody if
No, well, I mean,
I'm lonely.
This is what happens when you
I
roll
was gonna
high.
ask you if you knew any elves, but it's fine. My friend will get through it. The murder of Von Stuck. When he was found hanging by the sheep.
Tavern.
Was there a reason why he was hung by the sheep and shears?
Told you, he's part of a pleasure cult.
I think what my friend means is sheep
I
and shears
heard.
a place we need to avoid.
Might be where he was having his things. It's terrible, I heard. You don't want to go into it.
It
He
might
was
be
doing
bad.
unnatural shit. By
With the
that I mean shit. He was
with-
smearing it all over himself and writhing with others.
With the sheep.
Not sheep. It's a tavern. It's called the Sheep and Shears because the damn sign has a sheep with shears on it.
Ah, I see. We're new in town, so we don't know all the sites and places, landmarks.
That's obvious.
Well, well then we won't bother you anymore.
Oh,
Sawdust.
I apologize for my friend, and thank you. It's so helpful. Would you be able to suggest a good inn to stay the night? Like you've clearly spotted, we're very new. This city is. What would you suggest?
Go towards the main market district. Find a place called the Shattered Mug. Nice place. Best place I ever been to. Clean.
That's-
Welcome.
Thank you, most kind. I toss him.
He's still like he's been like fucking lathing like here. Like
Okay, I'll just toss him 2 copper for the time.
thank you very much.
Yeah. Now we know where we're going to. Because I assure you, we're going to sleep.
It's starting to get around like 4-ish at this point. Like 4 in the
Maybe we
afternoon.
should.
One more time.
Whatever this. Starting to think maybe this vengeance somehow got a hold of the list. And that's why I'm really curious about these names that were covered. If If the Vengeance saw...
Why didn't the Vengeance kill... Why didn't the Vengeance kill Esselman?
Well, maybe the witch hunters wanted to get him first. I mean, it seems like there might be a little rivalry between the two. Maybe they're just not as good at it as he is.
But Esselman said it was the witch hunters that got him, didn't he?
He said... person said they were... But he didn't really know. Could have been.
I think regardless, just to be safe, when we do call tonight at the tavern, we should use pseudonyms. If we maybe don't flash our warden badges as soon as we walk in.
I wish we could find out anything about any of the ones that were covered.
I mean, this list is fine and all, but we have no idea where Jan went. And that's the entire reason we're here.
Yeah.
Like, this is fine and all. This city is as corrupt as it is large, and I am not at all surprised by that. But
I'm wondering how long it's going to be until Helmet gets here, because the hammer bearers were back for him.
you assume that they're going to get here.
They were going back, I think, just to let him know what happened.
Yeah.
I don't... The child is their power. Against the walls of this city, there's nothing they can do to help. Maybe they could see more people in. But really...
Alright, so did we want to try and see if anybody else had information before we
We'll try one more
go to
one
the
more
tavern?
time.
Alright.
Natural 20.
Please!
You head on to the market area. As you're scanning the crowds, you're noticing that it's the evening market. So there's some people dancing. You can smell roasted nuts, honey and cinnamon on the air. See bards plying their trade on the corners. People seem to be less tense here. Hello! Comes from behind you.
I told you.
He did it to
Go
me.
talk to him.
Again, with
You go talk to him!
With the D20, he gets it. I
well,
get it.
that's the person who has the info.
This is not helping you,
Ow.
Attic.
Yes.
We keep bumping into each other there, don't we?
Yes, isn't it amazing? How are you? Since we
I'm-
only saw you an hour and a half ago.
It's been more than that.
Has it? It seems like mere moments.
I felt like a week to me.
That's
very
sweet.
There's a little pigeon just flew on his shoulder.
So, how did your fact-finding mission go? You went over to the bookstore?
What was left of it?
No. My poor man ended up with a little fortune.
Well, they burned his store down, and they broke his legs and killed him.
My God.
By they, he means to say which.
Yes, apparently it was the work of the witch hunters.
Not my gods. Wow. Well, I can't say didn't, shouldn't have seen this coming. If witch hunters did it, well, he sold to one too many people that were a little too suspicious.
So, well, so you said. Out of curiosity, have you ever heard of this Vengeance, Mar?
Oh, yes, I have. Yes, I have. One-man murder squad.
Really?
Yep. He goes around hunting down the corrupt, the mutant, the heretic. Does a terrible thing to him.
How long has he been plying his trade?
About a year. Yeah.
And you've been able to find this out in such a short time that you've been here?
I was here not 4 months ago.
Really?
Oh, yeah, I was holed up here during the storm.
seems like the better place, more secure to be during it all.
Oh, as soon as I heard that them chaos bastards were coming down from the north, I ran right outdoor. I knew if I was going to be safe, it'd be in the south and behind a very big wall with a lot of guns.
I don't think we were so fortunate in placement.
So we finally have more information on the Ansel we were asking
Oh, you
about.
do?
Yeah, we have a last name.
Oh, that's fortuitous.
You recognize Ansel Vormar?
Nope. Oh, what? Well, how'd you come by that name?
We have our own ways of finding things out. I mean, they are road wardens after all.
You don't say. Well, golly, I'd like to shake your hands. Servants of the Emperor. You're kidding right now, aren't you? No, seriously, come on, tell me. Obviously something more than just going to the bookstore, which apparently was trashed.
Yes, it was. Well, she
Although,
especially gets upset over books that are
There's
damaged.
something to be noticed. Those items, there were books, presumably, that were taken, which means maybe someone might be selling them.
Oh.
So if you run
Well,
into
who?
an influx, well, that's what I was going to say. If anyone were to be trading a certain influx of items that may be questionable that come from that bookstore, we would be very interested to know.
I'll keep an ear to the ground for you if I see anything or come by anything.
You haven't had anybody approach you recently trying to
No, not
sell
recently.
or trade? Not recently.
Nope. I've been doing most of the selling myself.
Yes, that we know.
I come bearing wares from outside of the walls. I don't mean to brag, but I do good for myself.
And yet you still don't have anything to
I do believe
enchantments.
it's my silky voice.
Low blink.
Show him the list.
A list?
Well, you seem interested in information, and you do well by
Oh,
us.
yes,
so
I
maybe
do.
we will share what we found.
How about this? You let me see the list. And I'll forget you haven't bought anything for me just yet. We'll call it part of today's sale.
Yeah, we're giving you.
But I'm also keeping an eye out for any sales that are happening outside as well. Favor for a favor.
That's fair enough.
We're trading information for you.
So what do you got?
Show him the list. We know several of these people are dead.
Specifically by the vengeance of Sigmar himself. However, these names were found within the personal cellar and store where those items were stolen from.
Oh, let me take a look at this. No. So you said these were found. Where'd you find these again? You said it was where things got stolen.
Beneath
But the Esselmans? Ah,
His
so these are
personal
his
store.
these are his special clients, I assume. Aha. How many names?
we presume most are dead.
They're very highly placed. Witch hunters would love to see these.
Really?
Yes, they seem to be very interested in that list. And that is also why that, what the fuck was his name? Is now a Christian.
These faded ones here. You've been marking these?
Faded ones?
Yeah, he's like he was talking about like marks on the page.
Oh,
Do it.
no, this is how we came about them.
Ah, well, some of these people are dead.
Yes, that we know. We
Yes.
found out that they actually were killed by the vengeance.
At least a lot of them that I recognize. This one died by the hand of the Vengeance of Sigmar.
Are there any that you know?
This
are
one
still-
died by the Vengeance. Well, at least 6 of these men were killed and exposed by the Vengeance.
Well,
That's
there
what
are some that are alive then on that list. You know what?
A few, I guess. I don't know them personally. I've seen them. They go around asking for books and things. Some of them are rather harmless. They're just looking for stuff that
You wouldn't happen to know that helmet at the top of the list, do you?
Oh, I know what you're thinking. No, it's not the same helmet. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yes, I was along with the crusade as well.
Yes.
Yeah, not the same guy. Yeah, the helmet, the not so pious, is not this helmet. A different man.
Is he alive or dead? This helmet.
Could be. Well, do you think Esselman was in league with this with the Vengeance?
Somehow I very highly doubt
Why would he
that.
kill his best customers though? That seems like that's a terrible business plan.
Exactly.
Well, it's on you to figure it out. Rolls it up. I'll keep an eye out.
Hopefully, you may have shined some potential customers.
Possibly. I'll see if I can find any of them. I'll let you know if I find their whereabouts or if any more have gacked it recently.
All right. You wouldn't happen to have acquired anything new?
New?
Since a few hours.
You never know with
That's
him.
very true, my friend.
No, not really. No. I've been enjoying this wonderful little market. He hands back the page.
All right. Well, and this is definitely not the Ansel that you know.
No, it's not. Not him.
I mean, moreover,
Oh, hey. Yeah, what do you know about the Vengeance? If it's connected.
We don't know anything about it. Today is the first day that we've heard of it.
Yeah, maybe you can ask around.
I mean, we were actually in the middle of doing so because we know a particular that man we were asking for familiar with the coffin box. We think he may be a person
To the Vengeance.
the Vengeance, but we are also looking for that man. But if Vengeance were to find him before us, that would be fortunate. We just have no way of forwarding along that information. It seems valuable.
Well, I'll keep an ear to the ground there as well. If I can make a suggestion. They talk about the Vengeance. They always say he wears a mask, right?
Yes.
Mask,
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe check with some costume makers.
Oh, okay. Fine. We're good. That's very valid, although
That's
this is a very
interesting.
sizable
Unless he knows how to
city.
make them himself, at least maybe you could find out where he goes, what he does. I don't know.
Fair enough.
Do you know where we might be able to find one?
Oh, there's a whole bunch around here. He starts writing down names. He pulls out a small piece of paper and starts writing down names with a piece of charcoal onto a small sheet of paper. He folds it up and says, "You can check these names.
All right, thank you.
And if you don't find anything, well, at least you'll have an idea as to why a guy would wear a mask."
This is true. All right, we'll see you again, I'm sure, my friend.
Probably. We keep to bump into each other.
Yes.
Sigmar has our fates intertwined.
Oh, now I'm uncomfortable.
All right, so room shop.
Exciting.
We could get changes of clothing if we wanted to, maybe not stand out.
That's also true. We could get some clothes.
Maybe we should get robes or we can keep our.
Fair. Alright, so do you want to try and look up some of these names, or do we want to solidify our place in the tavern first?
I think we should try to get as much done as possible before we turn in.
The light is starting to fail since you've been talking to Yosef for
No,
long.
it's a city though. Is it illuminated?
It's not a. This is not a industrial city. This is we're talking. This is still like just before. There's still lamplighters.
Yeah.
Going around with actual. Like there's gas lamps at the top of poles. As they proceed to go around and ply their trade.
Maybe
and
we can hit one costume shop.
actually, I think we will end on the high note of Yosef tonight.
I love that he's a high note for you.
Well, you got a whole bunch of information. You know where to go.
I was going to say.
Thank you, everybody, for hanging out.
Total HP of blah. Or blah HP.
We're doing the sign out. So after the sign out, do your bookkeeping.
Sorry, it's my job.
He's her yob.
Again, thank you, everybody. I have been Conry. With me has been
The bookkeeper.
There you go.
Sure you.
And
Sure you can.
Sure you can.
Sure you can.
No
Sure
one
you
can my
can.
real name.
Dragon's in there still.
Are you the
There you
vengeance?
go.
and Ryoga. And ye old dragon.
Sigma.
And don't forget Mungo.
Come on in. He's been here all week.
Hey.
All week.
Yeah,
right?
he has
I like
been
what you
close
just
to
Pretty
it.
much.
Pretty much.
Try
said.
the
Keep him in
veal.
the closet now. Fine.
Now he's going to go back and live under the stairs.
Yup. That's you, technically.
Yeah, you live under the stairs.
Thanks, everybody. We'll see you very soon.
Ow, my scar.
Remember, tune in on Monday for an episode of Devil's Playground, or in lieu of that, possibly more gaming and fun. Until next time, remember to always stay evil. Bye, everybody.